Hello, everyone. That is, if people are here. Mm, Still didn't get the green screen right. Still didn't get it right, everybody. Poor Gina. Yeah. What's going on, John? yeah. It's she's not sick. She's just monthly sick, if that makes sense. How are you, John? We're doing all right. We still eating the Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, I still messed up on this green screen. It's kind of aggravating a little bit. I have two screens put together, kind of jimmy rigged a little bit. You mean grump? Yeah, yes, grumpy in female way. Yeah, see, John gets it. Hello, Robert. Robert, if you can hit me up with a mailing address, PO box, however you do it, buddy, we would love to send you something. We have a whole bunch of stuff going out. I think Monday, because Sunday, obviously, post office is closed. And obviously, send that through text message, not online. We got five late nighters in here, huh? Is my. Yeah, okay. I just had to make sure if my computer was plugged in. I have like 13% battery. So, taking a chance here. Let's pass that. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's a good thing for you, John, buddy. I mean, it is what it is. But no, other than that, we are all very healthy and fat and happy, full of delicious turkey and ham with all the fixins. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I kind of want to also contribute to the shed wars. I just don't like the idea of um, doing it through YouTube, to which I heard they take 45% now of all the, donations and everything else. I would love to ship it directly to either, probably, I would imagine I'd ship it to John instead of Robert, or Robert, whichever. That way, you get the full 100% of my um, contribution. Yes, I do plan on joining the clam chowder challenge. Honestly, John, you knocked it out of the park with that. I never would have seen beer steamed clams. I've had beer batter, of course, which is absolutely delicious. Um, the bacon I've seen many times, and even from Tom at Time to Shine, his cream of mushroom soup was like a ooh, that's different angle. That's pretty good. So yes, I will be joining the competition or challenge, however you want to put it. Just fun and games, basically. Um, yeah, I won't be able to get it as fresh as you. That's amazing that you can just go out there and you don't want take a share. Exactly. So, John, would I like send that to you, and how so? Would I just do? cash form or whatever it is, a prepaid card, I guess. I don't know. All this stuff is new to me. I'm completely ignorant when it comes to all of this. But yeah, 45% just to use their platform. I get it. We can't create our own platforms to do what they do. Yeah. Q Kitchen, hello. Hope you are well. You should do it anyway, Q. Even Tom did his with canned clams because he can't ensure how old they are. PayPal, don't they even take a cut of it? Like, I would rather just directly mail. Because I hate giving. Just send it to me and I'll put it towards Shed Wars with a shout out. I'm not looking for the shout out, John. I really, truly am not. It's just you accepting us into this wonderful community is more than enough, and we would love to give back. We would love to give back in so many different ways. Kelly's Place. Hello. Hope you are well. Yeah, that's what I mean, John. Like, yeah. I'd rather just directly send you my contribution to the cause that I want. Not, oh, everybody takes a piece and then it finally gets to my cause. No, I'm good with that. What's this? John made a great video. I have never had clam chowder. Really, Homestead Aquarius? Why don't you join the competition? Why not? Yeah, exactly. There is no. This is just for fun, and I've already learned two new ways to cook. Well, to prepare clams and cook clam chowder. Like I said, Tom from Time to Shine added cream of mushroom soup to his, which was like, wow, that's delicious. Um, John from Will It Grow used beer to steam his clams. Again, like, wow. Clam chowder oven. That's right. That'd be pretty cool. Clam chowder over a barbecue or an open fire. Because he can't make frog chowder. It's not the same. Well, that's. So there's like the New England clam chowder, which is the white, and the red chowder, and then there could be like a green chowder for. He'll have given back a tremendous amount to Shed Wars community and YouTube in general. So much support and sharing. Uh, thank you very much, Robert. Thank you. Uh, and again, like the way, not the way it sounds, but the way that Homer and Jan are saying, it's like, positive vibrations, good thoughts, and generosities through words only go so far. It's stepping up to the plate and deciding that other contribution can go to somebody else who needs it much more. Like, should I sit on this so it sits in a bank, or should I help somebody who's in need? It's a hard decision sometimes. It really is. But we try. We do a little contributions here and there. We are official members of the Poop Troop. Frog chowder. That's right, Homestead Aquarius. Frog chowder. You could do like tadpole legs. Uh, uh, go for that. So, yeah. Anybody want to come up and chit chat, or I'm waiting for wifey to come in. Hey, Lone Star, what's up, buddy? You're right, we did miss it. It's really been a hectic week. A hectic week, and we haven't gotten anything done. As a matter of fact, isn't that funny? uh, what'd you do tonight, Lone Star? Or should I go watch it? I have not watched the replay. I didn't even. I got to like the last 25 minutes of Laurie's live. Like literally the last 20-25 minutes of it, and then Gina's like, "Oh, you should go live." I'm like, "Well, you don't feel good. You don't feel good." But we squared away what we were actually talking about. It's normal not feeling goods. There she is. She's eating. That's one of the cures for her sickness. Is eating.
It does help.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll go check. What are they talking about? Who are you checking out? Hello, Nikki. Nikki, you want to come up and save me from the boredom? Wifey is not feeling good in a female way, if you get what I'm saying. But I can definitely shoot you a link some way or another.
You can still hear me though. Hi.
Yeah, see, you can hear. Yeah, you'll come up. You want me to email you, or you want me to send it through the phone? Whichever. I think I'm smart enough to do both. Oh, don't knock over my green screen, man. It took me forever to. Okay, so I can just send it through the phone. I can do that much, much quicker. Much quicker. Oh, you have her number.
I think that's in your phone book.
No, not Nikki's number.
I have well, send it to me.
Hey, Robert, have to go grab my phone. Okay, hold on a second, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm going to board you with staring at the top of my receding hairline head. I need to go to. Yeah, I can just send it to you through Messenger, right?
Through messages, and I'll send it to her through Messenger.
Yeah. Invite guests, copy the link, back out, send it through messages. If anyone else would like to as well, I have both captains' numbers, so paste.
John says he has Nikki's number. Do you want it? Laugh out loud.
That's funny. Well, I through the process, I already sent it to Gina. Gina does have it. I don't know. I guess that's just a thing. Maybe I don't know. The women should have the women's numbers, and the guys should have the guys' numbers, type thing. I don't know. Oh, just kidding. I would believe it, John. It's a really close community. We really we all have each other's back, even though most of us don't think so. So yeah, who else is in here lurking? Because my phone is no longer.
Oh, I'm in here.
In the YouTubes. I'm gonna turn off.
No.
Ooh, the Pigskin Blitz. What's up, buddy? I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Welcome. How are you? We're just sitting back, talking about whatever comes up in chat, and wifey isn't really sick. I really do have her number, but would not give it. Exactly, John. Like, you know, it took me forever to acquire your number.
Well, like Nikki, know it's in Messenger.
Nikki, it's in Messenger, Gina said, if you didn't hear her.
Facebook Messenger.
What's that one? Passamaquoddy? I hear your wife is not saying. The picture looks familiar, but the name is different. I think I know you. You just changed your name. Wifey is sick in a feminine way. That's how we're putting it, right, dear?
Yes, I have girl problems.
Yeah, girl problems. Yes. See, I am horrible with names, but you notice I did recognize the picture, so that would give credence to me actually being a photographic memory type person. I have her number too. I'm her husband. Excellent. Okay. That's Nikki's husband. What's up, buddy? Yes, one of our previous conversations was how it was hanging. Yes. So we've kind of talked a little bit. And you do Dungeons and Dragons. You were drawing up maps the night that we spoke briefly. Really good memory for an old dog. Yes, I changed from. Yes. Yes, that's right. What's up, Robert? What's funny? Am
Just
I.
laughing at Nikki's husband's comment.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hope so.
Good thing I'm here.
Sometimes it takes me a minute to catch up with the reading. Sometimes I have to read it a couple times for it to register. Yeah, ha ha ha. Just sit there and stuff face, man. Did Nikki actually get the link, or am I just being impatient as
She had to go
usual?
get stuff.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Keep up with the chat.
Stuff is freezing a little bit.
How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I did ask that. I didn't get many responses. Are you on data or are you on um, the phone, the Wi-Fi? Just trying to make sure I have optimal signal here.
Oh, Robert.
Hey, look who came up. Yay. I think yeah, everything's good. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
All
Everything
right.
is
Oh,
working.
I'm like 10 minutes behind.
Yes, you are. You're usually 10 minutes behind. So, how's it going, Nikki? How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son came up. He goes home tomorrow. And yeah, we just had a really good Thanksgiving. Me and my husband cooked together.
Excellent.
Yeah. I had to kick my
Anything?
grandma out of the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like
Well,
twisting
let me know
knots
if
and
you need
changing shit. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It was quite hectic around here. Thanksgiving in entirety. I actually missed a segment of the cheesecake video. It
Yeah.
wasn't much. It was only like 45 seconds, but it was 8:45 in the morning, and I hadn't gone to sleep yet. And I'm like, okay, finally, 2.5 hours later, this cheesecake is done.
Wow.
2.5 hours to cook a cheesecake. Um, so yeah, after that, I got the turkey in. I fell asleep around 9:30 and got up at 12. Yay.
Right.
And powerhouse through everything else. And what did we eat around 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ate around 4, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. And finished off the cheesecake, and as we were eating dessert, I was sitting there editing at the table, hanging out with everybody, and trying to get the video up before Thanksgiving ended.
Right.
But I definitely learned a lesson. I want to give myself more time if I do challenges.
Right.
More time, more time. That is for sure.
Right. I really wanted to do your challenge with my son, but we just didn't have the time or the ingredients and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
there's always the next challenge.
And we do have a next one coming up. It's going to be probably at the beginning of Christmas, the beginning of December, and we'll probably give like 3 weeks, like
Yeah.
maybe the 1st to the 21st, and it's going to be a cookie bar challenge.
That's right.
Not a cookie, but a cookie bar. And a lot of people so far, well, there've been a couple of people who know what a cookie bar is, but a lot of people don't. So this could be interesting. It could be a fun challenge.
Right.
And I don't know.
Well, I'm definitely going to join it.
I'm sorry?
I'm definitely going to join it.
Yeah, yeah. The more the merrier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so Thanksgiving, this was my first year like cooking Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 38. So my husband is awesome. He, at like 9 o'clock, he started the bird in the oven. And I'm like, no, we're good. We don't need to start cooking. I don't think we started cooking until like 11.
Yeah.
And then we were in a huge rush to get everything done. I think we ate at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's usually the time that we eat. Very rarely. I think hello, Lori. How are you? Sorry we missed the first half of your live. We're just busy, busy, busy. Yeah, what was I saying?
Cookie bar.
Yeah, it was after that about the food. Oh yeah, the first one year we had to eat at like noon because my turkey kind of disintegrated in a way. It was so moist and so cooked that the legs just went and fell right off. It was very easy.
Awesome.
It was very easy to pick the bones out of it that year. That was for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the cookie bar challenge. We got to put out a video for it still at some point. But yeah, we hope to see everybody join that, especially you, John. What's this? A cookie bar to me is which you may call it. I don't know, babe. You might have to translate that because sometimes I am slow.
What?
John, have you ever heard of a cookie bar, buddy? A cookie bar to me is which I don't want the computer to freeze on me. That's why I'm not bringing up the chat. I don't think you can see it, can you, Nikki?
Oh, Chris, my husband's on YouTube. His channel is, off the top of my head, it's Pigskin, something Pigskin. He was trying to say hi to you in the chat.
Right now.
He was in here, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, what's up? I haven't seen you in here before. How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Nikki's husband." I'm like, "Okay, excellent. At least I know that."
Gotcha.
And even I can't pronounce it, or I'm butchering it. It's Passamaquoddy. Quaddy, yeah, Passamaquoddy. Here, let me bring it up for you. I recognized the picture, but I couldn't remember the old name. And I'm like, hey, I know you. Oh, yeah. What's this? Yeah, Nikki, you can't see the chat. I'm going to try to do that.
I can't see the chat. I'm on my phone.
Keep that up with you for you. Which you might call it's a cookie bar. See, that's what I'm talking about, dear. Hello?
I don't know what he's trying to say there either.
I'm sorry, John. Well, a cookie bar isn't quite a cookie. It's more like a crownie. How's that put? It's like a cookie and a brownie combined one. Like, I would consider a blondie a cookie bar. Something like that. There you go. Yes, you are saying it. Okay, perfect. I am saying it right. I just got to be more fluent with it. Homestead family reclaimed. Hello, how are you? Hope all is well. Hope your Thanksgiving was amazing. Homestead Aquarius just really realizing Lori's in here.
Lori's World.
Hmm. So we got mail coming out to you. That's
Yay!
Yep.
That's so cool.
Right, by the way.
Jay and I will have to do another mail call. We're getting ready to do 3 of them.
Really?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Got to try to get that content, right?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. We haven't had an issue with finding content. It's more or less finding time to keep up with all the content that we would love to produce.
Right.
That's
I'd
really
love to have that problem. My life is so boring.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't think so. Just the simplest things like going out and taking care of your animals. How do you do it? Maybe what you do is different from, the million subscriber person. Maybe you have a certain quirk that works for somebody else, or
That's true.
Special feed.
yeah, a special feed. Maybe you mix a certain grain with a certain this or not everybody can relate to the big shots.
Plus, just put chickens on camera. I'll
Yeah,
watch chickens
yeah.
all day.
I watch chickens all day. There was an Yossi gave that I forget what it was, the chicken feeding donation to Courtney at Wide Family Farm. And
Oh,
she ended up making like a 25-minute video of
I watched it.
of them feeding the chickens. And they bought like, I don't know what it was, some kind of freezer dried worms, and the chickens are just pluck, 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 pluck. They had a little message saying, "Thank you so much, Yossi, for your wonderful contribution, da 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 da, and this video's for you." So that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. I am like so fat from Thanksgiving. Like so fat. Like people can't believe how much I put down for food.
Right. I think I got like 2 pieces of sorry. I think I ate like 2 slices of turkey and then I just loaded up on the sides, man. Sides are my favorite part of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same here. Like, yeah, we had like I don't know, I think it was like a 20-pound bird and like a 8-pound ham, and
Mm-hmm.
then probably literally 30 pounds of vegetables.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and a good portion of that came from our garden this year, which we were very proud of. So even the herbs for the turkey itself, uh, uh, rosemary, thyme, and sage. I said, Gina, go take it from the garden, and I was like, oh man, that's really good.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, some
Hey
people.
Gina, I just realized I didn't say hi.
Hi. I can hear you too.
She just doesn't want to get up on
It's okay.
camera. She's
It's
all
all good.
bloated. She's like, boof.
I have a migraine. I have cramps.
Oh,
It's not a thing right now.
Yeah. Even though sitting in front of the camera isn't exactly moving, but hey, you know what? She told me to come up and represent, so I came up and represent. And what do you think of this little thing in the background? Let's see if I can.
oh, I thought it was like a stork. It's a dragon and another dragon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm working on that slowly but surely, putting it together.
How are you doing that?
The editing program that I have has a magic cutout as well.
Okay.
You know what magic cutout is?
I assume you use it to cut an image out.
Exactly. So it doesn't completely cut it out like you have to intricately cut it out, but you can go, okay, this section, that section, this section, go back in and pencil in stuff that it missed. And
Oh, okay.
it'll take out that whole image. So each dragon, like this dragon here is one image. This dragon here is a second image put onto a background that I liked, and then the flame right here is
Yeah.
just an add-on from the editing software that I have.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something. I don't know. I'm infatuated with dragons. Like I guess that's my spirit animal. Is I am a dragon.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know my spirit animal. Maybe it's a manatee, the sea cow.
Oh, did you hear that?
Float around and eat food all day.
Now. Gina has a hilarious story. I'm going to be quiet so she can say it.
I don't know the story. What story?
How you used to be called a sea manatee because all you did was lay around and eat when you were pregnant.
Yes. It wasn't that though. That's not how this story started. I was pregnant. We went to the aquarium, and my ex handed me a manatee. And you squeeze the manatee, and it would be like, I'm a West Indian sea cow. I like to eat and rest. He's like, oh, it's you. Isn't that cute? Yeah, he bought it for me. My kids would walk after. They would walk around squeezing that, and I'm like, jerk, freaking jerk.
I actually did my 6th grade report on the manatee, and it won me a trip to California.
Wow.
In 6th grade, my California trip.
Did you see manatees?
No, we went to like SeaWorld in California. Manatees, I think, are in Florida.
Yeah, they are.
Look at, both the captains are laughing at you. Now John's gonna give you a nickname. The Cosmic Manatee.
The West Indian sea cow. My favorite things are I like to eat and rest.
Oh man, good times. Good times. So we're like all messed up because we usually, we work 5 days a week. So the fact that we've had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's almost like, shouldn't we be working right now?
Right.
It's so weird having long weekends. So weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's
rumbling. I remember when I used to work.
Yeah. See, it's rumbling in my mind.
What's rumbling in your mind?
What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to people.
Yeah, who? Because I'm having a conversation here, and you're like, what? Gina T.
It works.
Gina says she likes it. All right, this is why she's spacing out and can't, talk to me.
I'm talking to somebody about migraines.
Oh, migraines. Don't you have the yarrow? Isn't the yarrow for migraines? No. Okay.
The borage is for female problems.
I know that, and you need to go get some borage like yesterday.
Pretty much the only thing that works for my migraines, and is sitting in the pitch black.
There's a Shed Wars joke about manatees from last year, or was it this year? I am unaware of manatee jokes. And for some reason, I got caught up watching my older videos. And 7 months ago, wow, we had absolutely nothing other than the greenhouse 7 months ago. So
Yeah,
you, and you look at what's there now, and it's like, whoa, we expanded a lot this year, like a
that's
lot.
crazy.
And now we're
Yeah.
gonna get chickens.
Now we have a fruit orchard, and we're gonna have chickens, and I plan on building more. Like,
That's so cool.
yeah,
We're
we're
very
gonna,
limited. We're
yeah,
really limited on our property
yeah.
because our property is on like the side of a mountain range.
Mm,
I hope I'm explaining this right. So our property is not flat. It has like hills, and the back part of our property is like a huge, like steep to like a flat part.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you have access to the bottom of that hill?
We live like in the middle, and then the front part of our yard goes down, and
Yeah,
then we have chickens at the bottom, and
right.
then we have our animals or livestock next to the house, and then up at the top of the hill is all like raw land. It's all trees and forest.
Yeah.
So if we ever want to do anything with it, like I really want to terrace the side of the hill and put garden beds.
That's
But
exactly what I was just getting at. Like putting all your,
um,
I would call them thirsty plants, like your cucumbers, your zucchinis, all the
Melons,
melons, things that really
squashes.
want a lot of water, like put them at the
mhm,
bottom of a hill. That is
yeah,
the best place to get them. You end up like 30, 40 pound zucchinis,
yeah.
like, like Melody did all year. It's unbelievable what she did this year. Unbelievable.
Yeah, don't
Wait,
spoil it.
who?
I ain't spoiling anything. I'm just saying what she did was miraculous.
Life
Gotcha.
really
Yeah,
life changing
yeah,
for a community at that.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Snap your fingers and see what happens, sir.
I'm gonna
Ah,
be on camera for just a few minutes.
okay. AKA, you're pooping.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pooping. I'll let you listen.
Oh, excellent. Oh, that's great.
Instead of I see you pee, it's I hear you
Yeah,
pee.
I hear you, P.
I'm always afraid of that because we're in the master suite most of the time, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I gotta pee.
yeah,
Are they gonna hear me pee?
yeah. I mean, our, our space, it's a master bedroom with bathroom. So we got like, I forget how big it is. I think it's like 12 by 12, and our bathroom is like
It's small.
six
That's
by
fine.
eight, 7 by 8, something like that. So, when you're going to the bathroom, you're literally 6 feet away from the camera, praying that nobody can hear you drop a deuce.
I don't poop when people are on camera.
Yeah, something smells funny in the bathroom. That's right. That's right.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on? The husband.
He just got home.
I sent him a message saying I wanted to come up, but he never responded to me. He
Oh,
skipped
he's
over the
Oh,
mountain.
I,
he's slow on the upkeep.
well, well, Nikki, now that I don't have your number, buddy, only Gina had Nikki's number,
Well, I don't
so
have her number. I have her on Messenger.
They didn't have the way
Facebook.
to send you the link. Yeah.
But yeah, Nikki, if you want to share it with him,
yeah.
Yeah,
Or,
definitely.
I mean, he's there now. I don't know how well the bandwidth will work, so you know how my second-rate computer works.
Right.
House is built in the
I
same
got the laptop.
called. I think that would be cool. Aren't those Hobbit houses?
Here, I'm gonna pause myself for a minute.
Alrighty.
I mean, mute myself.
Yeah, yeah. You're good. You're good. Wouldn't those be Hobbit houses? That's what I would know. Harsh. Yeah. Coughed it off. There's always that one too. Um, I know there's another name for them. Yeah, I don't know. My Facebook page is my name, Simby Ham King. If you want to add me, see that? What? Earth ships, underground homes, my kind of places. Well, you know the places that they carve out of sandstone, Robert. They make actual hotel. Well, back in the day, you would make them for yourself, but they make hotels out of sandstone nowadays, and you can just live in the side of a mountain, which is what they did way, way, way back in the day. They're starting to find caverns at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. May I ask? Oh, the channel name was Keys. Homestead Aquarius. This his new stuff is brutal. It ain't like the 70s. Yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that. That's for sure. I mean, even the, I don't know, stuff from a decade ago was much less than it is nowadays. That's for sure. Um, Sydney Hand got it. Yeah, I remembered the face. I at least get partial credit for that. Partial credit for remembering the face. Giving myself 2 points. Ah, dude, I'm out of drink. I'm gonna have to leave everybody, and they're all gonna be bored and leave. Oh my goodness! Not like I'm going far. You can still hear me talk and everything. It's just I'm off camera for the moment. Oh, I got a funny story to tell everybody. Robert knows this because I wanted to talk about adding weight to our Shed Wars totals. Okay, I got my drink. And I'm back. Yes, you did. I'll bring you one on the way back. Well, I do have one, dear, but you know how it goes. These are like shots for me. Um, so what was it, last night? Yeah, last night we went to our job, which is cleaning a parking lot, basically sweeping up cigarette butts, changing the trash, yeah, that kind of thing. And we go out back to the dumpster, and in the dumpster there's a box, and within the box I find 7 dozen eggs that are perfectly fine. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, what's up with these eggs? And it says December 19th. So we're what, 2, 3 weeks away, something like that. And what had happened was there was one carton of eggs that broke and dumped out on top of all these other ones. But the cartons were completely intact. They didn't have any slots or holes in it. So when I opened up the carton of eggs, therein lies, 12 beautiful eggs. Nothing wrong with them. Still have 3 weeks to go. As much weight as you get. So, you know, I took them. I took 7 dozen eggs out of the dumpster that was sitting in a box on the very top. Why not, right? Brought them home, washed them up, and yeah, boom, just like that. All right, look at this, huh? You got 3.
What's up, Chris?
Uh-oh. The I muted you for a second because your volume's got to go down or something, buddy. Just make sure that is. We started getting a horrible whistle. Good to go, Nikki? No? Okay. It's just the echo. John, really, absolutely, 100%. Try it again, Nikki.
Yeah.
Why is it not unmuting? Can't unmute your guest because choose to mute themselves. Oh, you try unmuting yourself now, buddy.
All right, is that better?
No, we got an echo.
Give me a second.
Yep. No worries. Yes, John, for real, like they threw out 7 dozen eggs just because one carton broke on top of the rest of them. But if you think about it, if you're going to pay an employee X amount of dollars an hour to wash off all these cartons, as a, they can just write it off and say, oh, 7 cartons destroyed and discard it, and they get credit for it anyway. And they don't have to pay their employee to clean it. So I get it, but I don't get it. It's absolutely ridiculous how much food we waste in this country. It's sickening to me. So what was this? Yes, Chris, add as much weight as you can. Lots of dirt with your potatoes. Round up to the next 20 pounds. John will be cheating, as we might as well too.
Yeah, that's what John was saying really too, not your comment.
Oh. Well, either way.
I was trying to help you out in text, but you're way too far behind.
Well, I was telling a story, that's how it goes. What's that? LOL, I'll do something to keep up with you. Take away weight for good, decent people. That's right. We the people have spoken, John.
All right, Chris, is that better?
No more cheating.
I'm going to... Okay, I think.
Like seeing both sides of the quarter.
Yeah, I think everything's good now, guys. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yep, sorry.
We were both trying to dual cast from the bathroom, via Poop Troop, but unfortunately, the echo-ness in there would not allow us to communicate.
Exactly.
It just would not work. It was not working.
And speaking of Poop Troop here, zombie prepper. Zombie prepper. I wish I could get to some of my zombie knives and show you all the zombie stuff I have,
There's some up there.
But yeah.
In front of you.
That's like a basic knife.
It's still good.
She's gonna go grab it, but it's literally like one of my smaller knives. Like
got you.
It is.
Yeah, one of my buddies had a bunch of those like decorative knives. They had knives and swords and everything, but they were all decorative and none of them were sharp. They looked really cool.
Yeah.
But
those ones are
none of them were functional at all.
Yeah. Gina and I flipped fairly.
What?
I said we should see both sides of the quarter.
Zombie prepper. Hello, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, so that's like a small one. Now you see, now you've started it, Gina.
Hey Jay, did you get a charger? A cord?
What?
You didn't take the charger.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I got full. It's fully charged. I'll be all right.
See, she had to start this, guys. So, all right, you're not gonna be able to see the whole thing, but ready?
Oh wow, that's really cool.
I'm gonna bring it up on big screen for a second.
Hold on.
Is that a toy?
I'm coming back. Sorry. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? A batleth? Are you kidding me?
It's from Star Trek.
Yeah, it's a batleth. It's a Klingon batleth.
I thought you said Batman. My bad.
No, it's a batleth. I just finished watching the Star Trek Enterprise series, the prequel to Star Trek.
Yeah,
I absolutely love Star. I'm a super Trekkie. super Star Wars nerd. Like anything space, man, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Where's your other one? You left it over here.
Yeah, I wanted to get everybody back on the screen. This one isn't as cumbersome as that one. This one's really sharp, and it's also a really nice showpiece too.
Oh,
That was his Christmas.
Wow, that's almost like a tactical machete almost. That's sweet. I like that.
that's
Pretty
awesome.
much. And it comes with 3 throwing knives as well.
What? Get
That's
out
cool.
of here, bro.
If I
That is
told you
awesome.
the price of that, you guys would fall over.
Why was it expensive?
Opposite.
Oh, opposite. All right,
Okay.
one more.
Oh God, he's got a whole collection. We'll
Uh-oh.
be here till next week.
Oh, I have 150. I have 150 plus, but
I'm okay with that, Chris. I'm all. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
And those are like
Come
razor
on.
blades.
these are razor blades.
That's straight up Wolverine style, bro. That is awesome.
I don't want to see somebody walk through this door. I mean, it would be one thing to see somebody get shot, but to see somebody get,
I am right there with you, Gina. That would be amazing to see.
That's why I'm not afraid to put my address out there because, like, good effing luck.
Right.
All I'm gonna
Right.
say, good effing luck.
and that's like not even the tip of the iceberg
Yeah,
of
no.
what he has. It's stupid.
Right.
I believe in medieval warfare, not so much bang bangs and bullets.
Yeah.
I'm more like blow guns and atlatls and swords and bows and arrows and crossbows and like good luck.
Dude, in high
Right.
school, I was the best at bow and arrow. Like, I hit that shit. Like, I hit the target every time, and I even got the middle a couple times. Like,
Nikki,
I
that's
was
hilarious because I was in the archery club.
Yeah.
That's so
I love
cool.
I love it.
That's so cool, dude.
Whoa. That is awesome.
I like
Oh,
throwing
no.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was yesterday on my YouTube, like a new channel or thing popped up, and I clicked on it. It was magnet fishing. Have you guys watched these magnet fishing videos?
Yep.
Those are so cool.
My
Dude.
mother magnet fishes.
And I'll tell you
That's
what,
cool.
magnet fishers have actually helped police out finding weapons and guns and shit at the bottom of lakes and stuff, and actually helped
So
close
much.
cases for the police.
They have solved cases. They've even
Yeah.
hooked up to vehicles and found, oh, that's what happened to this guy, and like
Yep.
skeletons.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. And not only that, but right now there's a lot of these YouTube divers that are actually, when I watched the video today where these YouTube divers are going out on these YouTube diving channels, and they're literally going out and the police are calling them in to help them rescue dive. And they found like 19 or 20 corpses basically in the bottoms of these lakes and ravines and rivers that they're inspecting for the police. It's insane, man.
They'll call bang bangs.
Hey, look who it is. Hello,
Simply
Jan.
Dan Homestead.
I hope
What's
you
up,
are
Jan?
doing well. It's been a few. I haven't been able to catch
Oh,
you in
Jan.
Homer's lives, but I've been hearing your message, and what a mighty message it is. It carries its weight.
Jan, I hope you feel better. We are definitely not the same kind of sick.
Yeah, no, she's female sick, everybody. So that's the running joke tonight.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep. Been there. You just give her space, give her chocolate, and walk away.
Well, that's why, I did the whole dragon theme. It's kind of a one side. It's the cosmic. I'm the cosmic aspect of the channel. She's the cultivating aspect. So it's just a cosmic setup tonight.
There you go. There you
Oh,
go.
cabin in the woods. Hi, Tony.
Tony, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're well.
Hope the knee's doing good.
Yeah. Well, he said it was healing up very well, and his brother's doing better. So he must be doing really well. I think it was 2 weeks ago we spoke, Tony. Well, texted.
Probably running marathons by now.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably is running marathons. When I had my knee surgery, the very next day, had me on a bike. I was like, are you effing kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
You try having 3 C-sections, man. They don't treat that like a major surgery that it is. Next day, they're like, get up and walk.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yep.
Well, they weren't they were hell bent on me doing something, and since I couldn't, they literally stretched my ligament out and reattached it. And the next day they wanted me on a bike. So if you think of a overstretched rubber band and then you're stretching it even further to work it, I was like, F you guys, like I can't do that. It's too much. And they're like, okay, the balancing ball. So it's a half ball with a platform, and you're standing there balancing on one foot, and it's like, I'm gonna punch somebody.
You can only stretch a rubber band so much before it breaks.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just the way it was. I mean, you had to stretch it out. I mean, it's never going to be 100%.
Oh, Tony has He's getting better.
Oh no, they're probably butchering you, Tony. Right? They pushed you too hard, and yeah. Females think it's just as bad as runny nose, sneezing, coughing. LOL. Yeah, it is, Jan. It is. People saying hello, hello, hello. Well, Tony, I hope you're good, buddy. I hope it's not too much of a setback. Nikki, you know Tony from Our Cabin in the Woods?
No, I don't. Hi.
He's an absolutely gorgeous husky.
He's a beautiful husky. He feeds, I think, at least 5 deer. One of them being, you might as well say, an adopted deer, Hope.
Orphan
Wow.
deer.
Cool.
Mommy got, hit, and he just kept feeding them. And he's also a part of the Shed Wars community.
That's cool.
He does an excellent job on garlic. He just got done planting his garlic, getting ready for next year's haul. Just an all-around good guy. Really
That's
good
cool.
guy. But,
Yeah. The one dog you don't want on a homestead or a farm is a husky. Let me tell you, we had one, and he got into our turkeys and killed a couple turkeys. He kept escaping to the backyard. He killed a chicken. Like, that's not a farm dog you want. They're hyperactive. They're bad.
Willow is the complete opposite that
very
we
well
see.
behaved. They have all kinds of animals. I don't think they've ever had an issue.
Yeah, that's funny. Although it all depends.
All dogs' personalities are
exactly
unique.
Just like every human being has their own personality. Every dog, so on.
Like my dad's last pit bull.
That's
amazing, sweetheart, perfect dog.
Yeah.
This pit bull, psycho, absolutely psychotic.
You should see it. When she had to have been locked in a cage for a very long time, because when she gets in the car, she freaks out to the point of hyperventilation, and there's like slobber all over every window, and you're like getting kicked in the face while you're driving, and it's just ridiculous.
Barks
yeah.
Stop.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, our dogs just puke when you put them in a car. Our dogs get so car sick, it's ridiculous. I've never had more than one dog get car sick.
Yeah, I wish I could have a dog to like go take hikes with the kids, and that dream dog.
Yes.
Our new puppy, you put him on a leash and he yelps like you're murdering him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a Dane. He's 6 months old.
My dad wanted this pit bull for, because his last pit bull was his buddy.
Wow.
She went everywhere with him, did everything with him, and this dog is like, the day they brought her home in the car, which was like a 2.5-hour drive, she got so upset that she was pooping everywhere. It wasn't puking, it was pooping.
Yep.
And it was in the seat belts. It was horrible.
Oh wow. See, and I absolutely love pit bulls. Like, we've had a few pit bulls in the time that me and Nikki have been married. And I absolutely love that breed, but we've had such a horribly bad luck with that breed as well. Like, we've had dogs get sick, dogs we've had to put down because they're so sick that there's nothing we can do to help them. So we kind of moved away from that breed just because of the issues we've had with them. But I absolutely love pit bulls. I love bully breeds in general. I think they're a very misunderstood
I agree.
dog.
My dad's first pit bull, she was pretty old. I mean, she lived to be 13, but she had, towards the last 2 or 3 years of her life, she had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
A lot of cancers and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
Towards
Well, and
the
it's
end
so
of it,
dang expensive to take a dog to the vet nowadays.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
my dad literally had to take out a loan and he would have done anything to save her. Like that was his best friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
No,
then like
it's
he was so devastated by it. Me and my niece were like, we gotta find him a dog. Like, my dad's 74 years old. Without a dog, he really doesn't have a whole lot to look forward to in life.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're like, we gotta find him another pet before, something bad happens to him.
yeah.
And we found this pit bull. Like, we were looking for not necessarily a replacement, but something that looked similar to the dog he had before.
Right.
We found this dog, and I was like, oh, she fits the bill. But oh my god, man! I mean, it's like dealing with a child with ADHD 24/7.
Right. Well, yeah, man, my dad was the same way when his dog that he had for 15 years passed away. He said he'd never have another dog ever again because he just couldn't deal with it again. But then we found him a dog and he fell in love with it and he still has it to this day. You know what I mean? Like people that love dogs, it's very hard to get away from having dogs. Yeah. Even when one of them passes away, you just want to, replace that, that love and that hole in your life and your family and your homestead, especially our house. We love it. We have so many animals. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have not been able to replace our dog yet. So
yeah,
we're those guys who go against the grain.
Right. You know what? To each his own, right? To each his
I
own.
mean,
It
was so devastating. I mean, he's tattooed on my body. That's
right.
That speaks for itself. Like he was my first dog that I've ever owned on my own.
Yeah.
He had a very traumatic life before he came to us, and he bonded with me immediately.
He basically lived in a cage his first 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years,
I
you said?
understand.
Yeah, first 4 years. When the owner came in, when the owner dropped him off, she was like, "Okay, this is what he does. He comes out, he plays for an hour, we put him in his cage. We leave, we put him in his cage. We go to bed, we put him in his cage." And we're like, "What the?"
Okay, well, you have to hear the backstory of it because that just sounds like they were cruel.
I mean,
they had children.
It's cruel.
That's cruel. Children. And this dog, if it sensed any kind of fear in you, he took complete advantage of it. So he actually had latched on to her son and he would not let go.
But it wasn't that. It was the kids were playing and he decided to join in a tug of war and caught an arm.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't let go. And once that fear was struck into the boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to get that out. It really is.
The offer to us was, we are his last hope, or he's getting the needle,
or we're going to euthanize him.
So we took him and gave him the best.
9 years.
Yeah, I mean, he was so bad he would just go to his cage. We would leave the door open. He'd just be in there. It'd be like, dude, come on out, man. Like, Yeah,
so right. We just tore down the cage and said, nope.
Yeah. Yeah,
you're gonna be out here with us.
Kept his blanket. We kept his blanket and made it in the corner, and that was his comfort, was that blanket.
See, and I can understand where they were coming from. You know what I mean? Like as far as having kids and having issues with their children and everything. But what you're saying, Chris, is like that. What kind of life did that dog have?
Exactly. It was a
you know what I mean? Like what kind of, sorry, my wife decided to come out here and poke her head in. She's crazy like that. But I mean, again, you know what I mean? Like I get what they were doing. They were trying to protect their kids, which, you know what I mean? Like my kids come first, my kids, my wife, then me. That's how my life works. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I get that. But at the same point in time, that's when you find the dog a new home.
Yeah.
That's when you say, hey, you know what? This isn't working. This is not the right home for this dog. We need to find some place where this dog can be happy as well.
And I think it was their brother who had it prior to them, and he lived in a kennel with 8 other pit bulls that attacked him literally 24/7.
He had scarring all over his face, little dots,
marks all over his body.
Marks all over his.
So then you're basically dealing with a dog that basically has dog PTSD from being locked in a kennel, being attacked by other dogs, and then putting them in a scenario where they've got kids playing. And you know what? I get that. I understand. But again, it's the life of the dog. If the dog's life isn't where it needs to be, you're not happy, the dog's not happy, then find a new home for the dog. We
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
unfortunately, over the years,
You
had
have
to
to be
revolt.
that person. You have to play that agnostic role, if that's the word I'm looking for. You have to see both sides,
Yeah.
and you have to make the better decision for
I
the
don't,
greater good of
I
all
don't know
parties.
if they took the dog out of pity or I don't
Right.
know.
Right.
The two dogs that they had prior to this dog were Airedales. I don't know if you know what they are.
Yeah, I
kind of
do.
tall, fluffy dogs. He was
Right.
a 120-pound American bulldog.
And he
Wow.
looked like Arnold
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger.
he was nothing but
Oh,
muscle.
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
And another thing, I guess, it's funny is the first thing most people would notice, including our bosses, my God, look at the size of his.
Yeah. Of course. Of
Not
course.
neutered.
He wasn't neutered, and they were like tennis balls. Like,
He
what's
was
that movie?
all man.
What's that movie where they're ejaculating the dog in the cream horns?
Oh God, American Pie.
Yeah, no, it was.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I know what you're talking about.
That's what his what's looked like.
I'm pretty sure that was a bulldog in that movie too.
Yeah, but it was an English bulldog. But yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he turns around and it's like, whoa, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice. That's
And,
awesome.
So protective. Just
I actually have a video, and to back this up, my dog would play with himself. He would itch, but like his paw would bend like this, so it looked like he was grabbing it, and he would just kind of like rub like this on it for minutes and minutes on end. And I
He's
finally
too smart
got him.
for his own good.
Yeah, I finally got him. I'm like, you are so inappropriate. He's looking up at me, and he continues doing it.
Right. But that is very YouTube appropriate for a dog. You would have videotaped that, put that on YouTube, you would have got 1 million hits, man. I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
People
very
eat
true.
this stuff up.
it was before we got all the fancy equipment and all that.
Right.
You want to
right.
know what? All of our equipment we literally found in the trash.
yeah.
Like this beautiful
Hey.
camera that you see was in the trash. The exact same one right here in the trash.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
Gina,
how-
did I send you the video of me chasing a bear?
Yes. Oh my, I gotta show you that. That's when me and Nikki were talking earlier. You're like, "What are you doing on your phone?"
Yeah,
Well, you put on the-
my
you
wife
put on the
has
poster.
a death wish.
She sent me a video of her chasing a bear.
Yeah.
So
like,
I
I'm
was
not
such a
that
thin
brave.
kid.
Oh my
That was
God.
in 2018.
This was right when we
Before-
moved to Washington, wasn't it? Or was it
Before farming was a thing in my life, before gardening was a thing, before homesteading was a thing, I was a city kid, and I go to the whole rainforest with my cousin, and at the end there was this black bear like playing, and it crossed the path and went to the other side, and I caught it right when it darted out. And I followed it along the path, and then I like walked and followed where it went. It was a funny ass video. Somebody, when I put it on Facebook, was like, "You're an idiot. You should have gotten eaten."
Well,
Oh my God, Nikki!
she's
Like, I
very
was
lucky
telling
it was
you,
a
my-
baby bear and not like a mama bear or a daddy bear. Like it was a
Yeah,
cub.
that's
Thank
I was
God.
gonna say,
Yeah.
that was a mother bear. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, my brother lives like in a very, very forested area, and he's got quite a few acres. And the first night he invited me up to spend the night, and I was like, sweet. And I'm outside smoking a butt, and I look up and I'm just looking at the sky. It was so amazing up there. You could see every star. So I'm not really paying attention. I'm in freaking La La Land. And all of a sudden I start hearing the chains of the swing set move. And I'm like, what is that? So I turn the spotlight on, and there, not even 50 feet away from me, is a giant black bear. And I'm like, just gonna back away slowly.
Yes.
And I didn't back away slowly. I turned around, ran, slammed the sliding glass door, and then I'm standing there looking at the glass door going, what good is that going to do? Like,
Right.
come through that. It's coming through that.
Right.
I tell my brother in the morning, he's like, "Why didn't you wake me up? I would have went out there with my gun." I was like, "Because I knew you'd go out there with your gun. I didn't want you to shoot it." But
Yeah.
he's got like 7 or 8 dogs of all different breeds. He's got a Doberman, Border Collies, Jack Russells, teddy bear breeds. I don't know if they're
Oh,
a mix.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think he really actually has to worry about a bear hurting anything because the dogs will chase it off.
right.
Yeah. We don't really
Especially the
at our house, we don't really worry about bears too much, but we have like 2 or 3 packs of coyotes. Right behind our house is about 350 to 400 acres of logging land owned by a logging company up here.
Yep.
And so it's all just, we live in the middle of the woods. There's woods for miles around us. But we have packs of coyotes that will actually come into our property. And so I do have guns. We do have guineas that kind of alarm us and let people know. And if I have to, I will. I'd rather not have to shoot a wild animal unless I'm hunting for it.
Yeah, coyotes can be vicious, though.
Oh yeah, coyotes are bad, and we're pretty sure we've already lost an animal to them. We're not sure because, again, it was during the middle of the winter last year. We lost a couple of chickens because it got really, really cold. So we weren't sure if we lost it because of a wild animal or not, but we know that there's packs of wild coyotes that live up behind us.
We even have them around here, and we're pretty city-like. I mean, now it never used to be like this, but now we're very city-like.
We're in a rural area.
And like when we're at work, you can hear them in the woods howling back and forth to each other, and it's like, we stay there. There was one night that me and Chris were walking up to one of our accounts, and he looks at me and he goes, "Be careful, there's a tail over there." And I'm not really thinking. I'm thinking, "Oh, it's probably a skunk. Whatever. I'll talk it. We'll walk away." Next thing you know, I'm standing face to face with a full-size coyote. I'm like, "All right, we're gonna get in the car and wait for him to go."
Get in the car and go.
We just sat there and watched him, and he actually stood there for like a good 10-15 minutes. We just sat there taking videos of it.
Right.
Well, scary.
And again, coming across a bear in the wild is honestly, I would rather come across a bear than a couple of coyotes because number one, the bear is going to move a lot slower than the coyotes do, and number two, the coyotes are going to be more aggressive.
Yeah, and there's usually a lot more of them.
So about that, buddy, about that. The bears can run faster than you, period. So that kind of exiles all other speed. So if you can only run 6 miles an hour, it doesn't matter if that bear can
you know what? I like to think that big giant animal can't move as fast as me. Okay, Chris, stop killing my dreams, man.
You see what I'm saying? Like we're talking semantics now. It's like that thing can run 30 miles an hour faster than you anyway.
We go up
right?
Yeah.
All anybody's gonna hear is me screaming as I'm running.
The black bears scare me more than any other thing because of the fact that like you cannot get away from them. If you're on the ground, you're screwed. If you climb a tree, you're screwed.
Our series of videos on the hiking videos, you have to check out the 7th edition to that whole series.
Okay.
She has a cowbell on her hip because it started getting late and all, and we're like, okay, maybe we can get this last hike in. And she's freaking out about bears, so she gets a cowbell. She has her bundle of keys on her back hip. We're walking by people, and they're like, "What the are these people doing?" I have my 12-inch buck knife, my humongous axe on my back, and we were going gemstoning because there's a mine up there. So I had my pickaxe on my other hip. She has a friggin' giant cowbell and her keys, and like I'm like, "Hey, hello," and these people didn't speak English. They're like, "Yeah." It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah.
Did we get attacked by a bear?
No.
There you go.
No, the bears were too busy laughing their asses off at us. That's why.
I'm sure the two of you look like a pretty ripe pair walking next to each other. One with a bell, one with a Bowie knife, you know.
Yeah.
Not to mention he had the camera in his hand too.
Oh
so-
yeah, I was cameraing and everything. The whole thing. People walking by.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh man.
So my first thought when I heard cowbell was make the noise that attracts an animal. Like cow.
We didn't even think of that. That's,
Ding, ding.
Well, they say make loud noises, and there was nothing
Yeah.
louder than that cowbell in the woods.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I did say that on the way back, Nikki. I was like, do you think this is kind of like ringing the dinner bell?
Exactly.
Kind of counterproductive, right? Instead of scaring them off, you're telling them where you are. Yeah.
He can see you doing that too.
Who?
Um,
Things.
Yes, people are talking to you and you're ignoring them now.
Oh.
I got too into it. Sorry.
What's that? You all look like a muscle parade on what? Ernie Hatmaker shout out on Sundays.
Muscle
Musical.
parade.
Musical. Oh, I'm kind of reading is not my strong suit.
Oh, night, John. We'll miss you terribly.
I just
Well,
let you
wonderful
read it to
night,
me. I didn't
John.
even read it myself.
Oh, what's that?
I said I just let you read it to me. I didn't even read it myself.
Yeah, don't let me do that because I'm also like you. She'll say something. I'll be like, "You want me to do what to you over in the corner?" And she's like, "That's not what I effing said." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Oh.
Like, come here, babe.
So Gina's gonna have to write a book just similar to Jay's, only instead of shit Nikki thought she heard, it's shit Chris thought he heard.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, I've been with this woman for 9 years, and there are times where she will say stuff, and I'll say something to her, and she'll be like, "Did you say the fish is hot boiling?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I'm like, how did the conversation we were having lead you to believe I was talking about fish in boiling water? I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I will
I
admit
am right there with you. Right there with you.
that there are some times when I do hear her clearly, but it's like, oh, I have such a good one right now. And
Right? Like, I'm going to use it anyways. I like it.
Oh, one time I was at like a prenatal appointment for one of our babies, and the doctor's like, "Is there anything else you're concerned about that you want me to write a referral for?" And he's like, "She can't hear."
I did.
Have a wonderful
I
night,
did.
Tony. Thank you.
I wanted her to get her hearing checked so that when I say something later, she can't be like, "I can't hear." No. The doctor said you can, babe.
The funniest story, Chris's mom did that to his dad. She made him go get his hearing checked. And come to find out, the man is actually deaf.
Oh, shit. That backfired.
It was a big joke for a long time. And then
Until it
all of a
wasn't.
sudden, she's like, "You have an appointment." He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, you're going to the ear doctor." It's like, F you. Like, I'm fine. Come to find out, he has 2 hearing aids now.
Oh.
That's
Man.
awesome.
But here's the best part. We think mom needs them now, so I think we're going to do the same thing.
But hey, at least he can come back and be like, "See, that's why I haven't been listening to you for the last 20 years."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, there's still moments where he, it's like he still doesn't hear.
No,
but
now it's
I'm done.
You're not listening to me. It's turn up your effing hearing aid.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I have it on such and such setting."
Well, my mom got hearing aids because she can't hear, but she got like the super cool hearing aids that you can hook up Bluetooth to your cell
Yes,
phone
that's
through
it.
and all that
That's
stuff.
That's what
So
it
I'm
is.
sitting there talking to her, and she's completely flat out ignoring me. And I'm like, "Mom," and I tap her on the shoulder, and she pulls her hearing aid out and goes, "What? I'm listening to music." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Those aren't for music. They're for you to hear me."
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yep. It's crazy.
No, his is Bluetooth on his phone too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
like, he works in a factory, so he has a setting for the factory.
Nice.
So everything isn't blowing his eardrums out.
Yeah.
So
Right.
now when she's like, "Oh, you're not listening to me," he's like, "Oh, sorry, I have it on the work setting. He goes into it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So now it's not that he can't hear; it's that he had his hearing aids on the wrong setting.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it's a never-ending battle, really.
Right?
There's always something.
Oh,
It's
getting
like
old
my
is
dad
fun,
and my
right?
niece.
Yeah.
My niece is literally 75% deaf, and my dad is 74 years old. They live together. Imagine what
Oh.
that's like.
Oh no.
My niece is constantly yelling at him that he's not paying attention. He's constantly saying what? I'm like, guys, just write it down. Just write it down.
Just write it down.
That's pretty much what Gina's niece is. Says my daughter had tubes in her ears when she was 6. Now she's deaf in one ear.
Oh, my niece
Yeah.
was actually born without her right ear.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the
Like
left
so like
ear-
physically born without her right ear. Wow, that's
yeah,
pretty
and
cool.
her left ear is like 25% of what our ear looks like.
Yeah, she has like the nub and not the actual ear.
gotcha. Okay.
And there's other things she was born without,
So
right?
you can imagine how fun masks are for her.
Yeah, they
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
Work. They don't work for her. And she has to
Right.
have
The gator.
yes, gator. Thank you.
Gator. There are masks out there that have straps that go over. As a matter of fact, when I worked as a truck driver, one of the companies I worked for, they had masks that actually had 2 different straps, one that went over the top of your head and one around your neck.
Yeah.
So it didn't actually have to go around your ears. And I actually preferred that when I was truck driving, because going in and out of the stores that I was going to, I had to wear a mask. Well, the gators, when I'm driving and I'm on the road so long, it just makes my neck super hot. And at least this, I could pull it up on the top of my head and it would still kind of stay there without having to be around my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, trust me, I get the struggle with wearing masks. I have asthma really bad, and so wearing masks, I'm breathing hot air in all day, and it's just miserable. And the job I currently have, I have to wear it when I'm on the pad loading, and so it's like for 30 minutes in the morning, I'm dying because I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, not at all.
Thankfully, we are cleaners and we work alone. So unless there's other people in the facility, we don't have to.
I don't play political games. How's that
Yep.
put?
Nope, I get you.
Even
I get
the employee that we do have, she is there for like 45 minutes of the time that I'm there, and she's wearing her mask, and I'm like, you can take that off. She's like, no, they're gonna get angry. I'm like, F them.
Can I
Right.
help you?
All of these NHL employees are whatted anyway, so like they should be perfectly fine for us people who make the wrong decision. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
and that's,
entitled-
I mean, I get told the same thing again with my job is I'm technically supposed to wear it when I'm out doing my job, and I won't. I don't wear it unless I am going into a facility like a doctor's office, something that requires it like that. Then I'll put it on. But if I'm doing, I'm not. There's no. I can't do it, man. Like I can't breathe. It's just miserable. Not only that, but I don't want to be told what I can and can't do. Like you shouldn't be able to tell me that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, for my niece who is deaf,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of advocating for her. And yeah, I know this day and age, they're now starting to make clear coverings for over the
What's
mouth.
up, Hedgehog?
But she lip reads,
That
is her form of communication. She lip
Yeah,
reads.
she lips. Can you imagine not having hearing and being trained in lip reading
And not be able to
throughout
and not be able to read lips, man. No.
Like you literally have nothing now. Like you have nothing.
Yeah.
All you have is what you can see. That's it. You can't tell if people are happy, sad, talking to you, yelling at you. Nothing.
Well, it's like asking somebody that speaks sign language with their hands to tie their hands behind their back all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going to make people do that. Why are you making me cover my face where I communicate with all day long?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
I had to bring her to the emergency room during the middle of this. And when I walked in there, I told him straight up, like, she was born without a right ear. Your surgical mask is not going to work for her. She refuses to put on a gaiter. She will not wear a mask. And I was like, she has a lot of other handicaps besides just her hearing.
Yeah.
And we got in there, and the nurse was trying to communicate with her and ask her questions, and she could not see her mouth. And I was like, you need to take that mask down if you're trying to talk to her. She lip reads. Like,
Right.
she cannot understand you unless she can see your mouth moving.
Yeah.
And she
Well, and
actually,
Gina,
I was surprised she actually obliged.
It's really funny you say that, Gina, because the school district that our 5-year-old goes to, who just started kindergarten, they actually outlawed the gaiters. They will not allow kids to wear gaiters. They have to wear masks that go around their head or over their ears. They will not allow the gaiters at all. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how are you're gonna tell my kid they have to wear a mask, and then you're gonna tell me what kind of mask they can wear? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, and what if you are a kid that's like my niece who can't physically wear a mask like that?
I get it. I get it. My mom's a school psychologist, so she deals with kids that have special needs all day long, and she runs into the same problems with them.
Yeah. What about the special? What about the? Yeah, I didn't even think of that paradigm. Like, what about a special needs child who like freaks out if you get too close to their face? Wow.
Well,
let me just tell you, our 4-year-old, he's in occupational therapy right now, learning mask training so that he can start special needs preschool.
Which is so stupid.
He has to be able to wear a mask, and we're trying to work on getting us out of the classroom because right now strangers scare him.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole Baba Ganesh or whatever.
Wearing the mask, if you're wearing masks, make it worse. Because then he really can't see your face.
And now he can't see your face.
Everybody looks the same, and then as you grow up, you're not going to know if you're not going to know emotions. You're not going to be able to read people.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry, babe. I just gotta say, you look like the crazy cat lady right now with the cat on your shoulder. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Excellent, Hedgehog. I hope we're at least halfway entertaining, Hedgehog.
Nikki, that cat is absolutely in love with you. Every night I see that cat.
Oh yeah, it's like all around. It's like, what is
they will not leave her alone.
They freaking love my chair too. I leave and I'll be gone throughout the day, and every time I pop back in here, they're asleep on my damn chair.
What'd you say, Chris?
Aww.
It's like Cruella de Vil, you know, like the puppies, but it's just the kitties. Like, the
kitties.
Yeah.
I don't mean the evilness, Nikki. I just mean the image of it. That's all.
Oh, you just made me snort.
I was gonna say I'll keep my comment to myself. I have to sleep next to this lady tonight. Like,
man, I snore like a trucker. Like, I snore so bad.
I used to when I was 400 pounds, not so much.
Oh, it was so bad. I wanted to kill him with a pillow.
It's gotten much better since she started working out. We went on a bunch of diets and she lost a whole bunch of weight, and it's gotten a lot better. But I'll tell you what, man, it sounds like a lumberjack sawing down a fucking forest in there. It's crazy. It is insane.
Listen to my body try to murder me while I sleep. I'm pretty sure it's apnea.
She stops breathing in her sleep. She will take a deep breath and then stop breathing.
Scare the crap out of me. Yeah. I would shake him awake and he would get so mad at me.
How many times, babe, have I woken you up in the middle of the night?
A lot.
Yeah.
Are you still alive?
I'm laying there and she takes a deep breath and she stops breathing, and I'm like, okay, and I wait for a minute and then I'm like, oh crap, and I start shaking her, and she gets mad at me, and I'm like, dude, you were not breathing, okay, for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I should wait for that.
Right.
Situation.
Like, do I wait till she passes out, or?
My niece has been doing that to my dad ever since he got home from rehab, and he's so pissed off about it. She wakes me up like every half an hour to see if I'm still alive. Yeah. I was like, well, you know she cares.
Yep.
Right.
Are you leaving again?
It's been like an hour, dude.
No, it hasn't. You just came back like 30 minutes ago.
Like an hour ago.
Okay, zombie pepper.
Yeah.
We boring everybody.
I think we are boring everybody. Yeah, Gina's gonna make comments and spice things up, I guess. I don't know. But we were expecting like the I don't know, like the fluctuation of people, like it's late night, you never know.
Right.
It's not like we're world known, like, oh, come watch the Cosmic Cultivated, like,
Oh man, I forgot to share you out too.
yeah, like no, that's
Because
whatever.
some of the other channels that I pop in on their lives and stuff, they mentioned you the other day. They were like, "Oh yeah, Nikki's got some really cool friends, the Cosmic Cultivators," because
That
they
was
saw that I shared you out on my Facebook. Because I don't have 500 followers, so I can't share you out on my YouTube.
not Chadio, but the other Chad. What is that other place you hang out, Nikki? The other Chad.
Lone Star
Cats.
Clown.
Lone
Yeah,
Star Lounge.
that's the
Yeah,
guy who
that's
gave
the
us
other
a,
channel.
yeah, that's the guy who gave us a mad shout out. I think that was today. I don't
Oh,
know.
awesome!
I think the
That's
days
the
blend
person I was
together.
talking about.
I think the days blend together so much. Oh no, it was Fishes last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, Nikki referred me. You guys are awesome." I was like floored, like, "Wow, really? Okay, thanks,
Yeah,
buddy."
he saw. I think last Saturday I shared out your live on Facebook, and he went and checked you guys out.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to social networking and being a social butterfly, like my wife is on top of that shit, bro. Like she is on point. I absolutely love her for that shit.
I just sit back and watch the videos and share the Shed Wars. Like that's my main goal is to share Shed Wars videos. Like that's, of course, I share other things that I like and think are cool, but mainly Shed Wars videos. And I know that may harm me, and you know what else harms you is like being a cooking channel, an astrophotography channel, a hiking channel, a gardening channel, all these things. The algorithms can't narrow in and be like, okay, this is what they are. It's like, oh, this is what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm not doing it for that. Like,
Right.
Can I help you?
It's all things we enjoy. And once the car's paid off, I was told I might be able to get something that is basically another car payment. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince my wife that I want a boat for a very long time, and I got to pay off my truck first. But once that's done, I'm hoping that she'll give me the thumbs up on that.
Well, we need a boat.
Yeah. Hey, see, she's already on board. I love it. That's why I love my wife, man. She's on board. It's like, oh, we need a boat. I'm like, yes, we do.
One for crabbing.
I'm like, I will take your advice on that.
Crabbing, clamming, fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got crab pots and fishing gear and all that stuff. We live right by the ocean, so I spend a lot of my time out on the ocean doing fishing and stuff. And we do a lot of hunting and stuff during the winter time. So,
yeah.
Well, Homestead Aquarius was telling me about Shed Wars a little bit, and he said that counts for poundage.
Anything.
What counts for poundage?
And okay, anything for Shed Wars that you harvest from nature. Even raising goats to produce milk, if you are eating it, your household is eating it, it counts as weight towards Shed Wars.
All right.
So if you're milking goats, you're harvesting meat chickens, harvesting eggs, going out to the forest and grabbing mushrooms like wild edibles. And Time to Shine up there in Canada, you can find them out in the woods picking blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and just anything that you eat. Yeah. It counts towards Shed Wars.
So your son has decided that at 10 o'clock at night he's making waffles. I'm like, you know what? You're 13. Go for it.
Right. Hey, usually at like 1 o'clock is our lunchtime. So
hey, there you go. Yeah, we've processed cows and pigs and stuff like that, and I do a lot of fishing and crabbing and clamming and stuff like that as well.
Exactly.
That's the nice part about living next to the ocean is that I have on top of our homestead, I have all those other means of bringing food in for our family.
Do you sell all this stuff or do you eat it?
It's all for us. Yeah, we're getting to a point where we can get to a point where we're having meat and fish and these things that we can actually sell at kind of like our own market kind of sort of deal.
But that's a whole licensing nightmare, though.
And it's a pain. It is a pain up here because you have to have a business license and all this other crap for it. And
well,
we're just doing what we need to do to take care of our family. With the way that the world is going right now, when we moved from Arizona to Washington, I looked at my wife and I said, we need to be self-sufficient. Yeah. We need to be able to take care of ourselves because when the world falls apart and we're on the way there, we have a way to take care of ourselves, feed our kids, keep a roof over our head, these kind of things that we didn't think about before. And so we kind of put ourselves into a situation where I don't need the outside world if I don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like I can survive on what I have here and what I can go get and catch and fish. So
yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Hey, did you buy me cigarettes?
Yeah, you were just out here.
I believe this is correct, Robert. There's also another category for whatever food you grow and sell. You can weigh that, and that's in a different category. But don't quote me on that because, the whole Shed Wars thing is evolving and turning into much bigger and greater things. Honestly.
Bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of cool, though. I didn't realize that fish and things like that counted towards it. That's kind of interesting to know because, like I said, I do a lot of that. So that would definitely go
another good thing. Homestead Aquarius also started a nothing sold counts. Okay. I thought there was a different category, Robert, but nothing sold counts. Anyways, Robert started a fishing rodeo this year, and not too many people took him up on the offer. I guess it was more towards the end of the year, but that'll be starting up next year again. So, go fishing, catch your own fish, and all that good stuff.
What was starting next year, Chris? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Fishing rodeo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome.
So it's just like, a fishing tournament type thing.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I grew up up here in Washington State, so I grew up on the ocean, hunting and fishing and crabbing and clamming and squidding and eating gooey duck. Most people don't even know what a gooey duck is, but it looks very inappropriate, but it tastes very good.
That's actually a gladiator challenge that I was speaking of.
Perfect.
Which is just another branch of the tree of Shed Wars.
So that's the food sold category, right? That you were talking about. Okay.
Sold / given away. I think it's a neighbor help a neighbor gladiator challenge.
Okay.
At least I'm not completely crazy and making things up. I knew there was something, but they're just fine tuning this all, and I believe Shed Wars is going to be a great.
That's when you ask the question: did I smoke enough or not, or not enough?
Yeah, it's usually not enough. Usually
right.
I'm right there when my altitude isn't quite right, then I need to, you
got to fix that.
Yeah,
definitely. Yep. I'm right there with you. Buddy.
Fishing rodeo was kind of awkward. No promotion time. We will bring it back. Yeah, I hope you bring back the whole create your own fish idea, Robert, because I do have a cutout stencil fish that I just got to paint up, and it's going to look really cool.
Nice.
That's another thing. It's just different little things like make your own little tag, which on it you would write, my fish was so many inches long, so many pounds girth, and it's registered that way.
So then is it so as far as like the fishing rodeo goes, is that like a competition for as far as the many fish you can catch, the biggest fish? Like how does that work?
I believe there'll be many different things like biggest fish, most fish.
So different categories you could kind of win into, kind of sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
It's also evolving as well. I'm sure these guys will come out with rule videos in the future to clarify all this stuff. Cool. We're really just honestly, anything that I say is semantics. You have to take it like that. There is truths in it, but it's not total truths because I'm not the Shed Wars masters. The Robert and John are. So what they say goes. I just try to applaud them and push the Shed Wars agenda because I do believe we need to get back to our grassroots and
I totally
Take care
agree,
of
man.
ourselves. Take care of
Yep.
ourselves instead of, I never understood why the 2% controls 98% of us. Like, I never understood that.
Yep. Well, it's that same concept of give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. You know what I
Boom.
mean? Like we need to get back to taking care of ourselves, taking care of our families as individuals, and then helping the community if we can, instead of the opposite where we're helping the community more than we're taking care of ourselves.
It needs to be more localized
Yep.
communities as opposed
Yep.
to. And
Oh yeah.
call me effing crazy with this statement, but like I never really agreed with the whole United States of America. How can you be united if you're divided with the name of yourself, you know?
Right.
Like
Right.
I know I probably triggered some people there with that, but that's just how I feel about the whole. Well, that's my belief.
Well, and a lot of that too is the time period that name was created. You know what I mean? There may not have been as much of a diversity in our culture back then because we were just starting out as our own. We were just it breaks down to everything in this country breaks down to money, including our government. Our government is a business, and people don't understand that our government is a business.
Yeah, it is. It has been for a while, and all we are just numbers and ticks on the register.
Yep.
That's
well, I have a beer koozie that I live by, and it says if you don't want to pay taxes, don't work, go fishing.
Yeah.
I mean that is what it is. If you don't want to live off the land and take care of yourself and take care of your family, then
there should be at least the option of that.
Yep.
There really isn't even that option anymore because no matter where you go, you have to pay taxes on it.
Yep.
Like F you. Like I don't have any running water. I have no electricity. I have nothing. I have a river that's 2 miles up the road where I can fish, and I have a log cabin. What do you need money from me for?
Oh yeah.
And it's not like that. And it
we
never
tried
will
to
be.
add we wanted to put an extra like a shed on our property so we had more storage for animal feed and stuff like that. Well, the shed we were looking at had a little like baby front porch, Chris. I'm talking like 2 feet by maybe 6 feet long. Okay. Just the tiniest little front porch on it. Well, my county out here was going to force me to pay taxes because technically that's a living space. So they were going to charge me taxes on a shed that I wanted to put in my front yard to store animal feed in.
Have you ever seen our barn in the backyard, the one that we built?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Same thing.
Hey, are you serious?
Yeah, and they also said that certain things have to be in place if we want to put insurance on it. And we're like, why do we want to put insurance on the dang thing?
Right.
Like, oh, well, in case somebody falls down your stairs, you should have a railing there. It's like, there's really a wall there. You don't need the railing. You can't really fall. You can't fall. It's a tight area. Like,
right.
You can't fall this way or that way. You would literally have to fall backwards and then hit your head anyway. So and we're like, you know what? Whatever. We're not going to insure it. We don't care. It's storage. Like, there's no electricity, no water, no nothing. Like, leave us be. And yeah, I'm surprised we haven't got harassed over our greenhouse because of the brick structure that it is on the bottom and could be considered as a physical building there.
Right. Well, and that's what baffled me was that this wasn't even like they were trying to charge me taxes on a front porch of a shed because it had a porch and an overhang where you could put a chair and you could actually live, quote unquote, was what they said. They were going to now charge me taxes on that space included in my property taxes. So my property taxes were going to go up because of a 2 foot by 6 foot walkway on the front of the shed that I wanted to put on the property. I think that's absolutely asinine.
It is. Yeah, it absolutely is.
But again, too, that's county by county because there's other counties that they don't charge property tax for stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it just depends on where you live, what county, what their laws and rules are. Because the county next to me, I can put it there, no problem.
And that brings me back to what I was talking about at the beginning, the United States. And yet, 2 minutes down the road, somebody's living the high life because they're not collecting off of such and such taxes and they don't have to pay X, Y, Z.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
how is that united? How is
Oh
that
yeah.
united at all? If I can go 10 minutes up the road and live a better life, how?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
No, I get it. I mean, I do. I think we've gone. I think we've gone in a very short period of time. We've gone away from what the United States was originally intended to be.
yeah, yeah. Well, that
So
happened a long time ago. Like,
right,
yeah,
right, and it hasn't changed since. It's only gotten worse. You know, the
yeah,
divides and the party lines have only gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. I mean, when all this other crap was going on with all these elections and stuff in the past years, I literally posted on social media. I'm like, who cares? Who
yeah.
cares who the president is? Who gives a crap? Let's stop fighting and let's work together, come together as a country, and make things better ourselves.
And you know what
Let's
the
not rely on one person to do it.
You know the amazing thing that I've found as well, being on YouTube and talking to people from not all over the world, but different points of the world, you
Right.
know, and they all say the exact same thing we're saying right now. They're not backing up their presidents or their emperors or their kings and queens and all that. They're saying all we want is just peace, love, and happiness. Like, why can't we get along? Why must we build nuclear weapons? Why must we front tanks and war machines when all we the people want is just to get along?
Yep.
Blows me away. Blows me away that 2% controls 98%. Unreal to me.
Yep.
When the 98% has the same message: peace, love, happiness, prosperity, help one another.
I know. I know, but see, that's what we're out here doing, right? We're out here trying to spread that message. Just to, everybody just needs to just take a deep breath, step back from their lives, and just realize we're all humans trying to live our lives. We're all trying to do, move forward in our lifetime, and how each person decides to do that is going to be different. Hold on a second, Chris. I got to find my wife's cigarette. She's about to rip my head off if I don't give her a cigarette soon.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Vandeland, hello. How are you? Anybody else I miss? I'm behind a little bit on chat as usual. I also, my views on things are not conventional at all. I don't have a religion. I don't have a belief. I believe in Creator. Absolutely. I've never voted in my life, so therefore I shouldn't even have an opinion. But the opinion I have goes so much against the grain. I believe it has some standing when all most of us want that I observe is peace. Shouldn't that be the way it is? Peace. What do you all think out there? Hello.
I was helping my son make waffles.
Oh, there you go. 13, he should be able to do that.
And then I cracked the whip so my husband would go find my cigarettes he bought me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he bought them, he knows where they are, so it makes sense.
He can't find them.
Oh, great.
Oh, he's like, I even went to 2 different stores.
Yeah. So you missed our whole political, well, not even political, but the way the country runs and opinions about it. Yeah.
I hate politics. I fucking hate it. Growing up, my uncle was in politics. He helped Skip Rimza get elected for Phoenix City Mayor. And then Skip got my uncle to run for city councilman. And then he ended up being vice mayor of Phoenix. And then he quit and started working for a consultant firm. So all I heard growing up was politics. Take your daughter to work day. I didn't have a dad. So I went to freaking work with my uncle to the mayor's office, and I sat in on their 1/10 of a cent sales tax conversation for the light rail system that they were putting in. I hate politics.
Lewis, what's up, buddy? And you do make a valid point here. Yep, that's yeah, the 1940
Half-stash.
city. Yep, half stash. Mr. Adolf. Adolf Kitty. That's what he reminds me of. It's funny.
Yep.
Same, never voted.
Man, my glasses are breaking. I need to buy new ones.
Yeah, mine are super glued. This side closes, but yeah, that side. Nope.
I just snapped my favorite pair last week and then had to switch to my old ones.
Yeah.
And it's doing the same thing. It's cracking on the plastic on the side. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
This is my backup pair.
Yeah. So Nikki, do you vote? I don't care what your party is. I just, do you vote?
Yeah, I totally vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Van der Land has the same as me. I've never voted in my life, nor would I, because I just don't agree with either party. I think I really truly believe the whole government system should be brought down. The United States divided in its name, and yet we're supposed to come together. That's my whole point. Like
Right.
the United States, plural, but we want to be together. Whatever. We just all need to work for each other instead of working for the 2%. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah.
I never understood why 2% controls 98% when, getting in the YouTube realm, you start talking to people all over the planet, and the 98% all say the same thing. We want peace. We want love. We want happiness. We don't want war machines. We don't want nuclear weapons. We don't want this. We don't want to be told what to do. We just want to live our lives.
Can I help you?
Yes. It's kitty lovins.
Just crawling up me. Swear to God. They're snagging all my favorite stuff.
The treat jar is on the other side, dear, if you want to attract our cat. We gave our cats catnip today, and they went, like, spazzing.
Dang.
It was
Is that
hilarious.
the catnip you guys grew?
Yes, that's what drew them in. We were actually, however you say it, de-seeding the flower buds of stuff. So we ended up, there's the kitty. We ended up attracting them with the smell of catnip seeds, and they were in here freaking out. And our cat, Smokey, actually, started gnawing on my finger because I wouldn't give it to him.
That's hilarious.
So we gave him some catnip, and they started freaking out. Like they tweak out. Like
Did you guys dry your catnip? Like, how did you dry it?
right, dehydrator. Sun
I need to
dried.
get me one of those.
Yeah. What is the one that we have? The Excalibur?
Yeah, that's the one your mom bought.
Yeah, my mother bought us an Excalibur for a Christmas present one year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we recently got into quail, and I told my mom for Christmas I want an incubator so that we can start hatching out quail eggs and getting more quails so we can start eating them.
Amazon has some really good rates.
Gina says Amazon has some for really good prices.
Since we've been talking chickens.
Yeah, since she's been, talking chickens and all that.
There's some
Yeah.
There's some really cool videos on how to build an incubator. I don't know the name of the channel. I have no idea, but it's fairly cheap. The most expensive part, I think, is like the fan you have to buy.
Yeah, I've actually seen what you're talking about. It's one of those insulin containers.
Yeah.
Yep. Styrofoam insulin containers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I get around.
I have to say, though, the hard part about eggs is you have to turn them. So I would definitely want an incubator that does that for me.
Yeah, or at least some kind of, she's saying how you have to turn the eggs. So you can get some kind of turning platform where you can hold the egg sturdy and be able to turn the platform, and they'll gradually roll.
Yeah, you can buy turners, or I think that's what they're called. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the guy we watched, I think it was like, I'm totally gonna chop up the name, but Cornex Corner, Cornex Corner. I don't freaking know how to pronounce that word.
Yeah. What's up? Okay. Apparently, I got to mute for a second. So you're holding up the.
Who wants to see me have a mini dance party? Just kidding. I suck. I have no rhythm.
That's not a lie.
My brother sucked all the rhythm out of the genes before I was born. It's my theory.
I don't know about that either.
All right. I don't know. She's being weird, everybody.
Who is? Me?
Gina. No, Gina's being weird. She's like, put the mic on mute. And I'm like, why? She said, just do it. And no reason. Just, okay.
Oh.
Whatever.
I was peeing.
Oh, she's peeing.
Oh. Good reason. Mute that shit.
Yeah. Well, you know. Well, this coming from the girl who's in the bathroom all the time during the live is like.
This is my chill spot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man, this is my chill spot since the beginning of the year when I started in that whole Moms of TikTok group on Facebook, and then you could do your own events at night. So I hopped on what is that? What was that thing I used to run all the time? Not Skype.
Oh, I can't remember what app you used, but
anyway, I used to jump on
another video chat
Zoom?
app, basically.
Zoom. Yeah, I used to get on Zoom and have like Zoom smoke sessions with other moms in other states.
Nice.
In the morning, it was called Nikki's Wake and Bake.
So, Nikki, did you see this comment here that I highlighted? You can also dehydrate.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. I can't pronounce the name. I suck at reading.
The only thing that I would say as far as that goes is like dehydrating goes from like 90 degrees all the way up to like 140, I think.
Okay.
Some of your ovens will only go down to a certain amount, so you have to watch what you're dehydrating so that way you don't actually burn it instead of dehydrating it. That would be the only thing I would say about that.
Okay.
Because we have definitely burned some things just dehydrating because of sheer ignorance, not doing our research and, finding out how to do it properly.
Well, that's one thing I can say about my wife is that she always does her research for sure.
You have to. You really do.
Yeah.
What do you call me? The smartest dumb person you know?
You're the dumbest. No, you're the dumbest smart person that I have ever met.
Yeah.
Because she is absolutely brilliant, but then she says things, and I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" I'm like, "Wait a minute." I'm like, "This coming right?" I'm like, "This coming from the same lady who says one," and she's funny.
That's funny, Vandal. You see this one?
Vandal. Let's see.
8 hatch chicks. Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah, comment, but the one turning a food truck into a house right now, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, one of the videos that I watched, the guy actually made, he used
Katernex.
He used spray insulation foam basically instead of using styrofoam. So it was a little bit sturdier than the actual styrofoam, but you still got the ventilation from it.
Yeah. See, this is what John, I thought you were going to bed, buddy. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Ours goes down to 140, John, but it's also, a really cheap oven. We do things cheap around here.
Really wasn't though. It was like an $800 oven.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that much, but anyway, yeah.
I heard about it for weeks.
But yeah, that's all you got to watch is just the oven temp on what you're dehydrating.
Right. And then
You
time
know,
too. If it's going to be a little higher,
herbs
make sure you're
can
cutting your
get
time
high in
down.
dry.
Yeah,
too.
you can dry. Gina says you can dry a lot of your herbs just by hanging them.
Yeah, just use
Right.
the elastic and tie them around the stem, and then just hang them from the ceiling.
Exactly.
Yep.
Due diligence. Just gotta do your
Yep.
due diligence. That's all.
Yeah, before we moved from Arizona up to Washington to start our homestead, we spent about a year doing nothing but researching the type of animals that work good up here, the type of things that grow in gardens up here. Like we spent a lot of time before we just, neither one of us had ever, I didn't grow up that way. She didn't grow up that way. So we didn't know a lot of that stuff. So we spent a lot of time doing our research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, what's up, Garden State Gardener?
You kind of have to. You can't bring in a chicken that's climated to the equator climate and bring them up to New Hampshire and expect them to thrive. Like that's not going to work. You got to do your you got to do your homework for the greater good of the animal. Like
That's what I do during the winter. I research everything that I know I'm gonna plant for the next season, and like with chickens, I haven't stopped. I've learned so much stuff about chickens.
Oh yeah. We're constantly learning every day. So we're learning something new with things we didn't know, and I mean a lot of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've made our fair share of mistakes, but you know, my dad always told me growing up. He said the only true failure is a failure you don't learn from.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's how I say it too. It's like, is it actually a failure if you learn something from the experience? No, not so much.
No.
I was telling Nikki on one of our lives, like the way you guys birthed those goats, it looked like you guys have been doing it forever.
Oh.
Like I said, we did a lot of research, and we did a lot of dog breeding before that. So I've been around a lot of birds and stuff like that. So it wasn't anything unfamiliar to me, but it was definitely new being as big as they were, for sure.
It was awesome. It was seriously miraculous.
Yes, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, one thing we learned from birthing dogs is if they ever come out in a sack, you get that out as soon as possible because they will suffocate.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the dogs we bred actually when the dog came out, I broke the sack. Well, it was actually encased in a double sack. So the mom wouldn't have been able to actually break the sack because it was so thick. So had I not broken it and then broken the second sack, that dog wouldn't have made it.
Cat's messing with my green screen.
you got cats everywhere. What the heck is going on right now?
Well, ours are 11 now.
Oh.
12, so they're chill. They just, oh hey, come love me.
His green screen has a rubbing post attached to it.
Yeah, I have a ghetto green screen. Like, if you go into the green screen, just make sure you go bigger, because like I've said before, there's my camera. I'm that close to it because I have to get the right
the distance
and angle and lighting and all that. So our mistake was we made a green screen that was 3.5 feet tall by maybe 4.5 feet wide. Yeah, you need much bigger. I would go if you can. You know what? Go online and buy yourself a neon green king size flat sheet.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
$8, and then
a lot cheaper too.
Get a nice flat wall and thumbtacks. Boom, done.
I'm gonna have to do this right here so that I don't look like I'm in my bathroom all the damn time.
Well,
that would be so easy to do. Nikki.
Another good thing. Who was it? Wickershire Project. He actually, I believe he had like a round shower curtain, and then he would just kind of go in this, encapsulated little area, and the whole thing would be green screen. So you can kind of do that in a way as well.
No,
that would be cool to like hang it from the ceiling.
Exactly, and just just like a little curtain that you can like pull around you, and at least you know the green screen would be encapsulated around you,
Right.
and you don't need it so big either. That's another way you can tackle that.
That's
or we
pretty
can get
cool.
my shed set up like I want to, so you can get out of the bathroom and not be in the bathroom anymore. Eventually, I have a shed, and I want to turn it into our studio where we can do our YouTube stuff from
Oh
there.
yeah,
so
I
that
would
it's
just
separate.
paint everything neon green. That would
There
be
you
the
go.
best thing, because then you can get every angle of whatever you want and whatever
Okay.
you're doing.
That's
That's
actually a
cool.
good idea, and that's a lot cheaper than having to spend the money on the green screen too, because I'm pretty sure those aren't cheap.
No,
this
you just
setup,
use a sheet.
this setup cost me $10. I put together
Nice.
myself. Yeah,
Nice.
just PVC pipe and 2 yards at Walmart, 2 yards of fabric.
Well,
Okay.
technically it's like
Awesome.
4 or 8 yards.
Yeah, well, however they say, it full unfolds and all that.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, but like I said, we didn't buy enough. So if you were to do that, but
Just
again,
bigger.
when you buy it bigger, it goes bigger this way. It stays the same length this way. So you run into
Gotcha.
that problem. You're only going to go this way. And sometimes you want it taller, so that way you can move your camera further back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying, honestly, the best if you can is just paint your wall green. As much of it, if you can paint the whole dang room and the floor green, like that's even better. I didn't boot him. My hands were in the air. But no, I would love to do that. I would love to paint my floor, because say you want to do a video of your cat on catnip or its favorite toy, you could do whatever background, like playing in the grass or on a sandy shore or whatever, really. Like,
Yep.
That'd be really cool.
There he is.
look at me.
Field full of
Our
wildflowers.
internet sucks right now.
No. Yeah, like
Not
Gina said,
liking me.
a field of wild flowers. I was just saying, buddy, like if you could paint your floor green as well, like the entire room,
Okay.
you could do like cat videos, like your favorite toy, or put your cat on catnip and put them in whatever scenery you want, like on a sandy beach, a flowery field. There's so much you could do if you had that access.
Okay.
Right.
And is there a
Yeah.
specific type of color green, or is it just a light green that
Any
works
color
better?
green.
Or does it have to be like a neon or?
Hold on. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So
Nice.
you see how I messed up, and I have 2 different.
Different
colors.
colors. Yeah.
So it all works, as you see.
The other one looks
So-
almost like a light yellow almost.
Yeah, but one is so one I would describe as a yellow green, and the other
Okay.
one I would describe as neon frog green.
Frog green. Okay. Awesome.
But you see the contrast in colors, and it
still works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Green.
Cool.
As long as it's
And there is settings now on StreamYard, just so you know that it doesn't have to be green. It could be blue.
There's a blue
Really?
setting as well.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay.
So with the blue, you want to make sure it's I would have to say something that takes in the light, that lightens up, because I have a light here and I have a light here to illuminate the background, so that way we can get this
Plus,
effect.
you also want to make sure it's a blue that you guys never wear.
Yeah, that's another thing. So
who
if
wears
you,
lime green?
I do.
Oh,
Believe it or not, I do. I love neon colors, but I'm not going to wear neon colors.
Rose green.
I'm not going to wear neon colors here
Oh.
because wow, that's crazy. Something just happened, but
You'd be the headless horseman.
yeah. The cosmic theme uses a lot of the greens and stuff that I wouldn't wear as a t-shirt, so it works like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, anyway, the contrast of green doesn't matter, as you saw. Just go bigger. Get a king size green sheet is my best advice for anybody.
All right.
Or just paint the whole dang room green.
Yeah, I was gonna say painting it seems like an easier way to go, and then you can just do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you can set up an office, and there's so much you can do. Yeah, because
Yeah.
anything that goes against it, anything, you can set up a room up with books and this
Things in
that.
front of it. Yeah.
Exactly. Anything in front of the green screen is going to be projected to your audience. So that's a good
Nice.
way to do it as well.
Yeah,
This
that's a
guy,
good idea.
what's up,
Push
dude?
that on. He's gonna kill himself.
A channel I'll suggest to you two, and they are absolutely awesome, and they are based out of California. It's called Smoke and Scan. You ever heard of them?
What
No.
was it called?
Smoke and Scan. So this guy literally sits in front of the camera like we are, tokes away, does live cop chases, listens to scanners, and takes down notes of what happens throughout the course of his live, and then gives you statistics at the end of the night of what happened for crimes. And you just
Wow.
sit there and have a wonderful time. No politics, no BS. Just come in, have a wonderful time, blaze up, and listen to what's going on in chaos in the world.
Wow.
That's it. That's all he does. And you know what? This guy makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a night.
Dang.
Ridiculous. There was one night this guy donated $1,200 to him. One guy. I was like,
Wow.
oh, what? Yeah. But it's a really cool channel. Just kick back, relax, and
Andy has a kitty.
Andy has a kitty. Yeah.
Aw.
Named Chase.
Yeah, his cat's named Chase for chase cars, car chases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody donates to the cat, and that cat eats better than all of us put together, and then some. The donations go to the cat, but we all know you can only spend so much money on a cat.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah, I found his channel. I'm gonna check him out for sure.
yeah, it's neon green smoke symbol. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
him.
no, I just found his page, so I'll have to
Damon.
take a look at that.
Do it so I can check it out later.
All right, I'll do it right now.
And ring that bell.
Exactly.
It's a fun channel to watch when you're just bored
Yeah,
and nothing
yeah.
else is on.
And he's in California, so to us, he's on until 4:00 in the morning, which is great when all the lives are done. It's like, what are we gonna do now? Oh, smoking scans on. What's going on in California?
That's pretty cool.
Yep. How's the scanners going? What's going on in the chat? Hey, let's look at this multitasking thing. My chickens and cows. I wish we could have cows here.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get.
I just want a
those.
baby cow. I don't want
Yeah.
a full grown one.
Gino wants the midget cows.
Oh, the SpaceNet.
Micro cow, or I don't know exactly what they're called.
Oh.
He picked evergreen to paint. Trim, it was horrible. Yeah, but for a green
The trim was
room,
horrible. I like it.
for a green screen room, it'd be awesome. It'd be so much easier because you would have one bright light on the wall, and you don't have to f around with cameras, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. I'm live.
So then, with your lighting, do you have a light on you and the green screen? Is that what you have to do in order to get it to work?
You want to have there's a camera on the floor.
There's a light
right here. Yeah, camera.
Okay.
So I have a light
okay,
on the
okay.
floor that's lighting up the green screens.
Okay.
I have another light here. I have my room light, and then I have another light here.
And I have a migraine, so imagine how
So,
that is.
so you see how
Yeah, I can
difficult.
only imagine, Gina. That's
Yeah.
not a good place for you to be right now.
Well, she's the one that told me to come live. So you could see the difficulty with the lighting. So if you actually had a wall and you had the lights that just project light straight down like a dartboard light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be ideal for a green screen room. Is like
You guys are making me mad.
The kitty.
Yes.
Yeah.
They keep knocking shit over and banging into shit. It's annoying.
Yeah, no, that would be ideal as a light projected onto the wall as opposed to you, so that way you can light yourself up. Because I'm
Right.
not even, I still have shadows and stuff all over me. Like I should have a light, on me so people aren't like, wow, he's tired. And no, I'm wired.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Well,
what you're saying, though.
I was in Justin Rhodes's like Abundance Plus member thing. And I was chit-chatting in one of his like lives, his member lives. And I told him that we had moved on just under 2 acres. And I told him the animals that we wanted to get, like our dream animals. And he was like, Dexter cows. Dexter cows are smaller. They're not like Jersey's, like milk cows, but
Yeah.
they're a good cow to have on a very small homestead.
They're still a milk cow. They're just smaller.
Yeah, they're just smaller.
They look like midget cows with short legs. It's freaking hilarious.
Maybe those are the ones that I would want.
Yeah, she thinks those are the ones she wants.
Yeah, like they look giant. They're these big giant things, and they got these little tiny stubby legs underneath them. They look hilarious.
So you have people talking to you again.
I can't find my phone.
She says she feels for you with having a migraine and all those lights on. But here's the thing, I wasn't going to, and she told me to.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to take away from your fun, man.
Well, I mean,
Just
whatever.
because I don't feel good.
Yeah.
What's this? What's going on? I chase you, Aquarius. What do you do? I do when I catch you. Oh my, Q's getting fresh already.
Q. Hi, Q Kitchen.
Q to the crawl space with you.
I can't believe Bob let her out.
There's no more cheesecake, by the way.
Not for a while.
Yeah, I think we're cheesecaked out for a while. We do have some cookie challenges. Melody at Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It's doing one as well.
Kind of on a pie kick now.
Yeah, pie kick. Oh, I want pecan pie now. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, dude.
Not with chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie?
Fuck yeah. It's the best kind of pie.
Have you seen our Reese cup pie?
No.
Chocolate graham cracker crust.
No, it's chocolate nut, not graham cracker.
Doesn't matter. Chocolate, whatever. Graham cracker, nut crust, whatever. Chocolate crust. You want to melt down some peanut butter and put it on the edges or all on the bottom of it. And then chocolate pudding on top, whipped cream, and Reese Pieces on top of that.
Dude, that sounds bomb.
See, you said my 2 favorite words in one sentence: Reese's and pie. And you had me at Reese's pie. I didn't know what was in it. I'm good. I'll eat it.
That cheesecake we made was phenomenal. Abundant Acres Homestead.
That was not the Reese's peanut butter, the Nutter Butter one, right?
Correct. They're the ones that won our challenge. And
Nutter Butters are the shit.
Oh, that was so good. That crust, the Nutter Butter crust. I have to say
though, I am so glad we ad-libbed a little and added that dark chocolate shell to the top.
Dark chocolate on top of all that peanut butter. Oh, it's so good. I'm definitely porking on the pounds as of late. That's for sure.
It's all right. Winter only lasts so long.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're fattening up for the winter.
That's what I say. We live in the north. We have to put on the pounds for hibernation.
Oh, excellent. Homestead Aquarius. Okay, I can do that. Should I use the bullwhip Gina hid in her cheesecake for Chris? No, we had this conversation already. There is a cord coming from the cheesecake, and the cheesecake is vibrating.
That's right. You guys baked a vibrator into the cheesecake.
That's right.
No, you missed that conversation.
I love it. No. I had that conversation.
No, you missed
Nikki knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, you had that one after. I needed to take the whip out to you.
Oh.
but you'd probably like it. And I said, you have no idea how
Yeah.
scary accurate
Yeah,
you are.
I'm a dirty boy. Yes.
Amazing.
Whips and chains excite me. As I got sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. That's how
Oh
that
my
goes.
God. Every time somebody says whip, though, all I can think of is that freaking whip that you wanted so bad.
For like
Oh,
2.5 years, there was this whip that I wanted, and it wasn't a normal whip. It was a picture mini axe blade heads, right? A miniature axe blade head, and times 40. And that's what this whip was. And I
Wow.
put it off and put it off and put it off for years
I
because
was
it was
gonna
like
get it for him for Christmas.
it was like
I didn't do it.
$250, and that's just ridiculous. And then when I finally had the money, guess what?
It was gone, wasn't it?
It was gone.
that's what always happens.
See, that's like a whip you would see in like a movie. You know what I mean? Something crazy you would see some martial artist dude doing. You know what I mean? That's awesome. But that's
Yeah.
I had something very similar happen. Only it wasn't a whip. There was a piece that I wanted to get for my wife. It was badass at our local head shop. And I waited and waited. I'm like, no, it'll still be there. No, it'll still be there. And then when I had the money, I went back and I'm like, no. The day before, somebody had bought it. I'm like, man, I should have just jumped on it when I had the chance.
Yep.
So ever since that day, I haven't found anything else that I've wanted. But
Right.
I promised myself, nope, I'm just gonna buy it.
Yep. Like I'm not even gonna think this
like,
time. It's just gonna be
bite
boom.
the
It's done.
bullet. Just grab your ankles. Hope there's a little bit of Vaseline. Bite the bullet and just buy it. Like,
Yep.
because I regret it so much today. So much.
Oh yeah.
I regret it too.
Yeah. But
It was the coolest looking thing you've ever seen.
that's all right. I do want a battle axe.
Yeah.
It was
See, your batleth made me very, very, very jealous because I love Star Trek, man, and that thing looks awesome, bro.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you only knew how old that thing was.
That thing is old. Very
He's had
old.
that since high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's 20, 22, 23 years, something like that.
Yeah.
No, I
Nice.
got a lot of good pieces, a lot of them, but I don't know. I would
In
love
high
to use
school-
them more.
He started
Right.
collecting in high school, and his thing was anything dragon and anything
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
See, I was the dragon guy in high school. I was that same guy that loved everything and anything dragons or mythical or anything like that. That was me.
Yep.
There's a statue sitting right beside you.
Shit.
Yeah, there is.
I'm 37 years old, and to this day, I still play D&D. Okay, so that goes to show how much of a nerd I am, bro.
Wow, you have an imagination, Shane.
Dude, right? I love it, dude. I love it, man. It keeps my childhood alive, is what it does, man.
Yeah,
Makes you feel young again.
we all have those things that keep your childhood alive.
Yep.
Remember back in our childhood, those were sticks.
When I was
Right?
yeah, before I was 10 years old, I would carry around a 50-gallon bucket of different shaped sticks. Like, oh, this one looks like a bazooka, and this one looks like a sword and a dagger.
Your handgun, your rifle, all of it. Yep.
Then when I turned 10, my mother bought me a machete. And in our backyard at the time, we had this green bamboo looking stuff that grew everywhere. And our entire backyard was inundated with it. So what I would do is carve out a labyrinth into this weeping willow tree, which was my fort.
Nice.
It was the sickest setup for a kid with a vivid imagination, a huge imagination.
Right.
And like every 3 weeks, it would be grown back again, so I could change it up all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it was a fun childhood until one day I decided to start a campfire out there.
Uh-oh.
The fort needed fire.
My fort needed fire. It was getting cold. Sensible.
Oh yeah.
And it got a little out of hand, and I went into the house and I grabbed a cup of water, and I grabbed a second, and then I grabbed a third,
And my mother's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm thirsty." And by that time, the fire truck was pulling into our back or our
Oh
front yard,
no.
and my mother was ripping my ear off the side of my head, saying, "You little son of a."
Right.
Yeah, so I lit the backyard on fire. Oops.
I lit a ditch on fire once with my friend Crystal when we were in like 7th grade. So we like met at the park in between our houses, and we were, cool because we smoked cigarettes, and we were smoking in the ditch, and she's like playing with her lighter, lighting sticks on fire, and she like went up to a bush and she put it up to the bush, and the bush went poof, but it went out. And I'm like, oh, that's dope. Let me try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went up to the bush and I'm like, doop. And it went, poof, and then it just spread so fast.
Yep.
We ran. Oh my God. Yep. We jumped a wall. We went and swam in the pool because we reeked of smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, we all do dumb stuff. I was another backyard incident where, we had the very straw-like grass in our backyard. And, it actually wasn't me. It was my little brother. He was sitting there playing with a book of matches. And, being the cool kid, he lit one and then lit the whole book on fire and then threw it into the grass. And it went up like a torch. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost time for Dad to get home. We got to get this out. He's going to beat us. So I'm throwing dirt on it. That's not working. So there was a giant piece of sheet metal. And I was like, oh, let's throw this on top. Threw it on top, started jumping up and down. Yeah, bad idea. That produced oxygen. It was so bad. My dad was freaking out, just throwing buckets of dirt on it.
Wow. Who's beating who?
I don't know.
I think Q is beating Robert. Wow.
It's because you had to do all the work last time and keep everybody in line.
I really suck, Ben. Forgive me. I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Chat's going crazy.
Yeah.
Chat on water.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Barn. Oops. I shall punish you for your sucking. Wow. Usually that's a good thing, right?
Mine in the gutter.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if you're doing it right or wrong, right? The sucking aspect, right there.
Totally.
I don't know.
I'm lost. My phone's gone. I need to keep people in line. And
oh, here you go. You can use my phone. You just be known as Cosmic Cultivator instead of Mrs. Yeah, you can play the I don't know, political role for a couple. I identify as a man right now. What's going on? Who's opening?
I don't know. My chair's squeaky. Is that what you were talking about?
You got a squeaky chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my grandmother's chair that was passed down to us, so it's very old.
Yeah.
It's got a new pad on it. We saved the original pad because I didn't want it to get ruined with smoke and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What did we do today or not do?
Minutes on our phone.
Oh, we're out of minutes on our phone. Oops.
Oh shit.
But yeah, you're talking about like things you used to do when you were a kid, and that it just kind of drives me crazy because nowadays the toy industry and everything is kind of taking imagination away from kids. Like when I was a kid, if I wanted a bike jump for my bike, I had to go into the woodshed, into the garage, and grab pieces of wood and nails and a hammer and go build the damn thing, and hope to God that it stayed together. Or didn't kill me in the process.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I went into Toys R Us and they're selling bike jumps.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what? What are you doing? Why are you selling kids? Make them make their own. That's how they figure it out.
Right.
But then on the other hand, that guy's making millions of dollars, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, like you said, it always comes down to money.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you're taking the imagination and the creativity away from kids and letting them
Well,
figure these things out on their own.
they do that in day one. It's like a kid comes out with, oh, this, this. You need Ritalin. No,
Yeah,
no. Just because you have an imagination and drive, aka you're out of control. Like, I was put on Ritalin because of my ADHD, and I took myself off of it because I became a zombie. I was literally like, "Mom, I don't like this."
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess I converted myself from ADHD to ADD because my head just keeps going and going and going, but I'm not as hyperactive anymore. I also applied myself in sports a lot more as well. There's just different ways to handling things instead of injecting your kids with whatever the pharmacist says is good for them.
Right.
right. Well, shoot, then that's the other thing too is
They're
that
talking
industry
about
makes
Klingon
billions and
mating
billions of
rituals
dollars off
and
people that do
everything
that
in
every
the
year.
What, Gina?
They're talking about Klingon mating rituals and everything in the chat.
Wow. Right there.
I love it. I love it.
That's what that tool is for. The Klingon mating ritual.
Oh God.
Get over here.
Oh man.
You will do as I say, or
Right.
You'll get the, what is it called?
I don't know. I'm not a big Star Trek guy.
Batleth.
Funny, right?
It's called the batleth.
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 Yes.
Get over here. I'll get you with my batleth.
Yeah. LOL, mom alert. What?
Robert says, yeah, back in the day, we did stuff, we made stuff, and if we were lucky, we'd live through it.
Yeah, exactly. Like tree forts.
But that's how you learn, though. Like, that's the difference. We actually had to go out, make our own stuff, and we had to be smart enough to actually live through it.
Yeah,
You learn pretty quick. If you hurt yourself, you did something wrong.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. My great grandma, when I went up to her house during the summer, I'd go up there and she'd watch us while my mom worked. And you know what my favorite thing to do was? Hammering nails into wood. I learned how to use a hammer. I also lost some thumbnails.
Yep.
Yep.
I built so many forts as a kid. We used to build double-decker forts, like 2-level forts, and even 3-level forts. We would build a basement and dig into the dirt and build up from
Oh,
there.
I needed you around back then. I had like 2 sticks and a tree.
We even went as far to make our own bathroom on the side, and how we did that is we got a 16-inch tire, dug a hole, and put the 16-inch tire over it, and we would just sit down and shit in the tire right in the hole and just hang out in our fort all day, drink beers that we got from throwing trash away at Tamula's. There was a rusted hole where we could pass the beers through, the expired beers. And here we are, 15 years old, in our 3-level fortress, drinking beers and shitting and pissing.
Right.
It was so much fun as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
like when we turned 21, I was like, yeah, and wow, I can drink. I've been doing this for 6 years. Like,
Right. Right.
Totally inundated.
I was all drank out by the time I was 21.
Wow. We're still talking Klingon rituals.
Yeah, the chat's going crazy right now.
Yep.
I had a sister that was 15 years older than me.
But no, it's true though. I do think that kids are missing out on a lot these days. A lot of things that we were able to do. Like I remember, like I'd watch for the streetlights, and when the streetlights came on, on the street that I lived on, there was time to come home.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
you weren't home.
Yeah, you don't have. Oh, if I wasn't home by then, oh man, my dad. I'll tell you what, he was all about taking the belt off.
Yeah. Ashley's allotment. I hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope your health is good. Just a quick hello from
Hey,
UK.
Ashley's allotment.
He's from across the pond. He is also a fellow Shed Wars warrior.
Hello,
Awesome.
Ashley.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
We hope you are well.
Yep.
Yes.
7 a.m. there, still asleep. Yeah, the wife is. It is 2 a.m. here, but you know, there's a 5-hour difference there on the pond.
Let's see. It's 11:04 here.
Yeah. Craziness. So wait a minute, Ashley, if you're still there, buddy, is it daylight there?
7 a.m.
Yeah, 7 a.m. and daylight. I want to make a point here, a funny point. I mean, it's dark here. It's dark
Stupid
there.
clock.
Yep, our clock. Hear it?
Yeah.
Freaking bird clock.
It's a bird clock.
That's
12
awesome.
different birds do 12 different.
We inherited that from a deceased loved one.
Yep. Yeah, it is 204 in New Hampshire. We are neighbors. Yeah, there's Ashley's oh my goodness, YouTube page. Thank you, Robert. Of course, you don't have to do that. This is a chill out channel. Oh, the baby cradle.
I have stash.
He's only halfway evil then.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's really funny because his dad has the other, like he has a white mustache, but it's on the opposite side, and he has it's freaking hilarious that they're completely opposite of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have one kitten that has like a Coke line going up her nose. She's black,
Wow.
which is a white line.
Nice. Let me guess, that's the
We know what
spaz.
she was in her past life.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's this badge. I call her Coca.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's R2 and D2.
That could be 4 kitties.
Right? Oh man.
No, we definitely should have came up with cooler names for our cats.
No, it was perfect. Smokey and Sparky.
Can't live without Spark.
Yeah, and one of them's orange, so Sparky, and the other one's gray, Smokey.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, our orange cat's Garfield. We went,
Aw.
super generic.
Yeah.
That is. Are you leaving again?
Hang out with my phone out there. Feel lost.
Yeah, I know. You're like one of those teenagers that can't live without their phones.
Oh, Chris, my wife is the same way. Same way, dude. If she can't find her phone, it's the end of the world, man.
Yeah, it's. And you know what the funny thing is? She'll sit there and call it out on me, and I'm like, I just picked up my phone. You haven't stopped.
Right.
It's like it's always that one time where you have your phone in your hand. You're like, oh, finally, let me catch up on everything. And like, yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. And then 2.5 hours later, you're like, all right, I'm done. Like, what are you doing
I
now?
mean, I have to admit, like at work, I have a lot of time to do the YouTube thing. A lot of time.
And who doesn't?
You do anyway. That's why I wait so long to eat dinner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there it is. Mic drop.
There's no mic drop. I clean 4
Boom.
buildings. You're 1.
Yeah, but my building is the same size as
No.
your 4.
No.
Okay. Okay. Anyways,
Happy wife, happy life, Chris.
is that how that goes?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what they say.
I've heard that. But, you know.
Ori.
Yeah, that'd be your dog, all right? The yappy chihuahua thing that you call a dog.
He's gonna be like John and be like, "Shut up, you little bastard!"
She thinks she runs the house. She like bites at our freaking Great Danes when they come inside.
Oh yeah.
She literally rules, man.
Yeah, she's definitely the alpha in this house for sure.
Au contraire, Robert. Au contraire.
Size is not important. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the situation. Okay, how's that? All right, like
Just leave it at that.
yeah. Like for instance, if you want your refrigerator moved, are you going to look to me or are you going to look to Nikki?
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, right. You're probably going to look to the guy who's 300 pounds and looks like he can move a effing building, which I can. I literally can. So
Yeah, 50-pound food bags for the animals kills me.
yeah, those are like curls. I love doing that. I'll go into the gym. We clean gyms. I'll go up there and I'll get like the 55 to 60-pound curl, and I'm like, "Yep, I still got it." Gina goes and gets like the 15-pounder. She's like, "Yep." It's hilarious.
Well, they say if you want to lose weight, you shouldn't like max out how much you're doing. You should set it on low weights to start.
Yeah.
Low weights, high reps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to weightlift back in the day. It's just, I want to see if I'm still at that level. I mean, high school, I used to be able to curl 80-pounders, like at least 4 or 5 times. As I get older, it's like, okay, the 55 to 60s, I'll take that. One arm, 60-pound curl, couple curls. Okay, I'll take that. Like, I'm still kind of a brute. Ask Gina, she'll tell you. I'll throw her around like a rag doll.
Chris.
What? It's the truth. She's lost like 50 pounds, and I didn't have a problem before. Imagine now.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Melody, yay!
Hello, Bagel Egg.
Melody, you're up late. Huh? 2 a.m. Still doing the harvest. Be nice, Chrissy. Well, you know what? My name might be Chrissy tomorrow night. If you know what I'm talking about, Nikki.
Yeah, is that tomorrow night?
That is tomorrow night after the painting.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I might be known as Chrissy or Christina, or,
All right.
Yeah.
So to fill you in, Jay, White Family Farm is having ladies' night, and she does invite up any gentlemen that will come and drag.
Yep.
You've told me that.
I don't have to shave. I've clarified. I do not have to shave, but I need a wig and I need makeup. Maybe I'll find a nice shirt.
Yeah, or are you gonna do it yourself?
Oh, I'm gonna let Gina do it. It'll make her happy. She needs some cheering up, so it'll be fun, and I don't care. I'm married and old, and whatever. If I'm gonna put some whale fat on my face to make my wife happy, so be it.
Right. Exactly. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yep. And honestly, like I'm to the point where I'm so old at this point in time in my life, I don't give two craps what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? Like it is like when I was younger, sure, I would have cared. Now I give two craps.
Yeah, isn't that
Jay,
funny?
you should do it. I could put glitter on your beard.
Maybe I'm gonna let her. She's probably gonna go like the sticky gems and all kinds of stuff. Maybe
you know how hard that would be to get out of my beard before I had to work the next day, and there's no way I could go to work the next day.
But if I put glitter in your beard, just tell them you went to a strip club with your wife.
I have never ever yet been to a strip club a day in my life, and when I actually do go with my wife, I'd like to actually say I did it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been once.
Yeah, I've never been to a strip club, and I'm 37 years old, and I've never been to Vegas.
Yeah,
I've done both multiple times.
Yeah, Robert, that is what women are putting on their face when they put on makeup is whale fat.
Another version.
Gina, I know you can't hear me, but well, you can hear me through the phone. But yeah, whale fat.
Mhm.
YOLO. You only live once.
I love it.
That's why I'm going to dress as drag for, I think, the first time in my life. Yeah. Wow. It was a first for
Yeah,
everything.
I stopped caring about makeup and shit when I was in my late 20s. I'm like, dude, if people don't like me for me, fuck them.
Yeah. She
Like,
shaves
I come on
every
these
day.
lives with chapped ass lips.
She seriously shaves every single day, like makeup every day.
Yeah.
The bra's got to match the panties, and the socks have to match the shirt. And this shirt has a stain on it, even though I'm gonna go scrub shit out of a toilet. Like I don't know. I wear the same work clothes 2 days in a row because whatever. Like
Right.
I work my ass off. I don't get disgusting. I just work. So it just saves laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the only person I'd have to dress up for is my wife, and she could give two shits. She married me, so she must love something about me in order to keep me around. So I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right?
The terror of semen. What the? What would
Wait,
be
what?
bad to go?
The terror of semen. Oh dear God, Aquarius.
I like. Are we talking about? Are we talking like semen glitter or like? There's something about Mary.
Shine in the beard? No, I was talking
Right. There's something about Mary. Like you got something in your hair.
Except the beard.
Right. Oh no! I have to see the owner of my company on Monday, so I don't know about all that. That would not be good.
Well, you never know. You never know with the PR thing nowadays, with the whole
yeah, that's true. They really couldn't say shit.
choices and options. That you may get the position or something immediately just because you have a glitter beard.
Yeah, true.
He's one of those. I'm trying to dance around this without offending people, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, one of those choice people.
Yep.
Yeah, which I don't have a problem with. I'm just trying to be gingerly about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. Do what you will. You guys know me. I don't give up. Don't give up what you do.
To each his own.
Yeah.
I would ask the same question to anybody who would think I'm like that. I'd be like, "Are you happy?"
Right.
If you are, I am happy for you. If you're not, you should change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say. That's it. Black, brown, white, purple, fat, skinny, don't care. Are you happy? Wonderful. If you're not, change.
Yep.
Yep.
Pirates with the poofy shirt.
Huh?
Arr. Hello, funny. I need a smoke now. Oh wow, that easy, huh, Q?
Oh,
just a little beard.
I'll come over and give you some.
A little beard semen and Q's done.
Right. Oh man,
I am a gold girl. You are Melody. I don't know if oh wait, that's Goyd. Or
I think it's supposed to be good.
Oh yeah, good. That would make more sense. I knew it was a typo of some sort.
Yeah.
What's this? Have a wonderful night. I hope we talk to you.
Good night. Chris, how do you pronounce that name?
Oh my, it's Passamaquoddy.
Passamaquoddy?
Passamaquoddy, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I suck at reading. I can't pronounce words that aren't like.
See, she did it again.
She did do it again.
She did do it again.
Hey,
Yeah.
In her defense, the O and the I are really close together on the keyboard.
Oh, I have such fat finger syndrome, man. Like, such bad. Such
Dude,
bad
my
fat
smartphone
finger
and me do
syndrome.
not get along, man. Like,
Yeah.
I hate my freaking smartphone.
Yeah,
I love mine.
Mrs.
Yeah, 'cause you got a
Cosmic
giant
Cultivator's
screen.
Okay.
I have the biggest, fattest phone. I have like the Note 10 or something like that.
Well, you know, bigger isn't always better, says some. Robert. I have an old phone. Old, I mean, old. Glitterbeard. The pirate with the poofy shirt. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good name, Glitterbeard. I don't know. What's this? Thank you, Melody. I'm doing the best. Yeah, it is. He is doing much better.
Oh,
Gina's father is doing much
Yeah.
better. It's going to be a long recovery, but at least he's home.
yeah.
You know, he is talking about Klingon mating and bonding. Wow. And yep, it's time for a smoke. Wow. Cold shower.
Right?
And
Oh.
yes.
I'm seeing it in his glittery beard. I love it.
No, the semen is the glittery beard.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The shimmery
Yeah.
shine even in the beard.
Yeah, there's something about Mary look like. Oh. Just threw me in wondering which beard. Okay, smoke now. Yeah. I know, I'm so excited to make it. Whoa, now Mrs. Cosmic Cultivator is excited. Yes.
Like I said, chat just went crazy. It's been going nuts.
Yeah. And there's only 5 people in there. That's what the crazy part is. You don't know what. That's great, Robert. Passamaquoddy bathroom. Moose?
Moose. Yeah.
Moose? I don't know. Passamaquoddy moose? Just kidding.
Oh God.
I put I missed this one. That's what it is. Yes, Melody. I haven't watched the video yet. It's been crazy lately. She was going to put this out before Thanksgiving for us, but we said no, don't worry about it. We can do it for Christmas. We kind of like doing shout out cooking videos. I'm sure you've seen a couple of them at least. Melody's blueberry muffins, the Vineyard Chicks mac and cheese, just like, a shout out video. Like, oh, that looks good. Let's shout them out and make it. Like, why not? Video content, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps them or not, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just leeching off of their fame. I don't want to think like that, but I don't know.
Hey, Chris, is spaghetti considered a comfort food?
Once again, to each their own, right? Like, something that's comfort food to me is going to be absolutely disgusting to my neighbor, but something that's comfort food to them could be like, what are you talking about? So
could sandwiches be comfort food? Because I freaking love sandwiches.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm having a difficult time with what I want to do with that as well. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's your mainstream, category of comfort foods, I'm sure. But at the same time, like you said, to each its own. A comfort food to one person may not be a comfort food to another.
Like comfort
food. I
food.
looked up comfort food, and it says it has to have a high
carbohydrates,
like carbohydrate content.
Exactly.
And it has like something that reminds you of childhood. And I'm like, dude.
So come. So yeah, like anything that's food dense would be comfort food to me. Something that you can't get enough of it, but then on the other hand, you can't eat a lot of it because you're just like, oh, I'm ready for a nap.
Yep. Yep.
It's so
Oh yeah.
satisfying. So that could be savory to one person. That could be, yeah, I'm
Like
at a
for
loss.
me, it would be anything potatoes.
Yeah, for Gina, it would be anything for potatoes. And for me, I was kind of leaning towards a chicken and waffle super sandwich.
Oh,
Right.
that would be cool. Excuse
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, I mean, if Nikki had to pick her comfort food, it would definitely be sandwiches. And her sandwiches have a whole salad on them because she loves her lettuce so much. It's literally like she's got a lettuce salad on her
I
sandwich.
put like this, maybe this much lettuce on a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I,
I always try to beat the amount that I put on from the previous time.
Right.
I'll take a quarter wedge of lettuce and put meat in it, and there you go. So
Yep. Oh yeah.
kind of the same
I like
thing,
little
really.
salad on my sandwich.
Yeah. What's this? Comfort
for
foods
you.
can be anything that feel comfort. And yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
And honestly, I think your spaghetti kind of fills that because it comes from your mom. You know what I mean? That's something you had when you were a kid. Your mom made it when you were a kid, and now you're making it for your kids. So not
Yeah.
only is it a comfort
that is
food, but
like
it's
the
something that's been passed
definition of
down.
comfort food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, like, we all come from different areas. We're all gonna have different genres of comfort food.
Yeah, for real. Like, yeah.
People in the north aren't gonna have the
Yeah.
same kind of comfort food as
I-
people in the south.
I guarantee, I think it's Danny at Cajun Hydroponics. His idea of comfort food is going to be like nowhere's near my taste
Crawfish,
buds.
gumbo.
Yeah, you know, he could have like
Right.
crawfish gumbo that his mother made that makes him feel home and, you know,
Yeah.
as opposed to me, I'm thinking chicken and waffles. Like that's opposite sides of the spectrum there.
Well, no,
Right.
chicken and waffles came from the south.
Yeah, but it's opposite sides of the spectrum. I don't know. I got to put some thought.
Depending on me.
Courtney came out with steak and potatoes, and it's like, okay, there's a bar set.
I would say I wouldn't do anything with cheese because the main competition is going to be
Grilled
grilled
cheese.
cheese.
Now
Oh.
that kind of interests me. The whole Iron Chef aspect of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I want to know more about the details with that because if it's like, okay, make a grilled cheese the way you would, then I got some killer grilled cheese, killer. But if it's like make it this identical, then that'll be kind of interesting. We'll have to see
I
how.
know
It plays
exactly what I would do if I got picked. Hell yeah.
out. Yeah.
Me and my husband used to make some bomb grilled cheese.
Yeah,
I don't want to go into the ingredients right now, but
I spent 15 years in the food service industry, and a good half of that was cooking. So I absolutely love cooking. I won't do it for work anymore because I'm over that, but I love cooking at
Wow.
home.
Jeez,
That's a ditto story to
that
his
sounds
right there.
identical to my story. 15 years, and I won't do it ever again except for my family.
Yep. I won't. I mean, the company I work for now, they do like the breakfast for us on Wednesday and Thursday, and Wednesday and Friday. And my owner found out that I used to work in the restaurant industry and cook, and he goes, "Do you want to come in and cook for us?" And I said, "Nope."
Yeah, no.
I said, "I'm sorry, but I don't do it for anybody but my family anymore. It's not fun for me."
His older brother actually works in the movie business. And
Kinda.
we're not talking Hollywood. We're talking like
B grade.
movies.
B grade.
grade, okay.
And he actually asked Chris to cater for him for auditions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shoots.
Awesome.
And yeah, we lasted like two
sets because, well, actually, it was the third set that we decided to stop. They would give me money for the food, nothing else.
Wow.
So the gas money that I would have to spend to drive 4 hours to the scene and would get nothing in compensation for it except for packing them back.
I opened this before that was empty.
Grilled cheese pissed me off.
Yeah, half a grilled cheese is not enough.
No.
Maybe a half a loaf of grilled cheese.
right. Like, you give me half a grilled cheese sandwich. That's just a tease, man. You just can't do that.
Yeah, no. I'll throw it at you and tell me to get some real food.
right. Oh man.
Are you falling asleep?
That hurts.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we've been on for 3 hours now, so
Yeah.
probably close it down here soon as Nikki comes back.
Yeah, me and Nikki got to get up tomorrow too. We got to take her stepson back to the airport tomorrow because he's heading back to the Phoenix area. So
Yeah.
My son, not my stepson.
my stepson.
Son.
I said we're taking my stepson to the airport tomorrow. I said we have to get up early and take my stepson to the airport tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've taken the last 5 days off of work, which has been kind of nice. I usually don't get very many days off, so working 60 plus hours a week. So
Dude, that's the same with us. Not the hours aspect, but just the fact of having 4 days off in a row, we're lost.
yeah,
Today it's Monday.
Yeah. She keeps thinking today's Monday and we had to go to work.
right. Yeah.
We have such a set regular schedule. It's just 6 to 3 Monday through Friday. But
Yep.
what's that? Not today, Satan. Yeah. Yeah. I have a whole mouthful to say about that subject, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
Once again, my views on everything is
Right.
my own.
Exactly. And that's what I would say. I'm like, you know what? Like, I have my views, you have your views. It is what it is. Like, a lot of the things that I don't like talking about are religion and politics. I usually just don't get into it because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to fight about it. I mean, you have the way you feel, I have the way I feel, and let's just be friends and deal with it in our own ways. You don't have to, deal with each other's issues together. Let's just be friends and accept the fact that we're different.
So you want to hear the mind-blowing thing about what I believe is exactly that. Is like that's what the true religion I think is just everybody getting together, sharing their opinions, and at the end of the day, shaking one another's hands and still helping one another like they were your brother and sister, and not being like, I don't agree with your opinion, and you need to go to your own island. Like,
right.
That's
or
not
you
how
need to
it
change
was.
this or do this in order for me to see you as that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's not how it was. That's not the way
Yep.
it should be. And
Right.
I believe that's the true way.
Right.
That's it. Everybody has their opinion. We all come from the creator. We are all cosmic brothers and sisters. What's the other? I can't remember what Black's Tropical Family says there.
Soil family.
Soil family.
Soil
family.
Yes, we're all cosmic brothers and sisters in soil family. And I believe the sooner we realize that, the more prosperous this world becomes.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, one of the biggest things that stands in the way of that is greed.
Yeah, the money.
If money didn't exist, we wouldn't have any problems.
Yeah. Could you imagine that if money so you kind of have to categorize money to power. Like it's kind of the same thing. Money is power, power is money. Like
Right.
because you can say, okay, we'll get rid of the money. Well, you still have the gold. Well, whoever has the gold has the power.
Right.
So
Well, and it's like one of those things too. I mean, you look at Jeff Bezos and how much money he has. I mean, if he gave every single person in the entire world $1 million, he'd still be a millionaire. A billionaire. Sorry, he'd still be a billionaire.
Yeah.
But stuff like that's never going to happen. You know what I mean? People that have that kind of money, they keep it for themselves. They don't want to give to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just frustrates me.
Well, there's a lot of lobbying that goes around that makes us not understand what truly is going on in the political realm.
Oh yeah.
How can you pay $50,000 for a toilet seat and $10,000 for a hammer? For fuck's sake.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
There it is. That's
Yep.
the cocaine
There's
kitty.
Coca. Yeah, that's the crazy cat. I'll be sitting in there, and she will literally go from my ankle to my kneecap in like 3 seconds and scale my leg.
That is absolutely true, Melody.
Yep.
There should be no such thing as money. It should be barter.
Yep.
You know, hey, you guys raise goats. Guess what? Hey, I build things. Maybe I can get some milk. Maybe I can build something for you. Wow.
Yep.
Imagine that. We fit all of our needs without having to become slaves to one another.
Yep.
Wow. Imagine that. But I don't know.
Yep.
Once again, that's my.
If everybody could just move on or get along in life with the things they need to survive and not the things that they want, everybody would be in a better situation.
Yeah.
If you could just get along with the things you need to survive and you need to have a happy life and get rid of the things that you want and those things that are clouding everything else around, all that's going to do is make everybody happier.
Yeah.
Yep. See,
Yep.
this is what I'm talking about too. You notice this. All of us are in agreement here. All of us.
Yep.
We, the 98%, are in agreement that this isn't being run correctly, right?
Yep. Yep.
WTF then?
Yep.
WTF, 98%. WTF.
Yep.
Frustrating. It's such a frustrating world.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I will let you go because, you know, there is a world outside of YouTube.
Right. My husband
Hey,
tries to remind me that every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the chats tomorrow night. Well, you may not see me. You may see Christina or Christy or whatever team that decides to name me.
That's awesome.
awesome, man. Well, Chris, I really appreciate you letting me come up, man. It's been fun. I hope I can come up and join you again, man. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't mean to stiff you earlier. I just had no way of.
No, you're good. I put a bunch of messages in chat and like you kept reading and you kept skipping over mine. And I'm like, this guy's like just blowing me by.
Yeah, but now that I know I can get the link to the link to the link.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Just connect it all. So no, I appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of fun, dude. You're really cool to hang out with. So
yeah, just it's the way it should be.
Yep. I agree.
That's
I
it.
totally agree.
But all right, Q, Melody, Robert.
Thanks for coming in.
Everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good
See you
night.
later.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.